I'm a 50-something relic with an analog past, a lumpy little harvest that managed to last. I've got eyes popping out in the strangest spots, digging in my roots among the digital rock. I don't look like the models on the grocery shelf. I'm just a dirty tuber trying to peel back myself. The skin is getting thin and it's starting to flake, but I'm more than the sum of the mistakes I make. I'm not the centerpiece, don't get it confused. I'm a starchy side dish that's a little bit bruised. They're looking for a stud, but I'm just a spud, just a salt of the earth, unpolished bit of mud. I'm a tuber, not a YouTuber, let's get that straight. I'm a slow burn starchy on a high heat plate. Yeah, I'm the king of the crop in a burlap sack. Yeah, I'm the king of the crop in a burlap sack. Squeeze the tater, baby, and don't look back. Squeeze the tater.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Cheers. Hadn't seen you in a couple of days. Yeah. Good to see you. Kelly, good morning. Hope you're doing well today. We got a lot going on, so let's just go ahead and get into it. Starting with, let's see. Y'all want Redline updates? Let's start with real life updates. You hadn't seen me a couple of days because we're in a weird sort of week and a half where I got to work around family time. Like, both boys are home right now, so it will probably be a fairly short stream. When they're at each other's throats, I got to call it. But right now, they're good. They're watching a movie, so we'll see what happens. I've got some new equipment coming to enhance the stream, which is going to be a lot of fun. Came over here to spread the love. I appreciate you, Kelly. I appreciate you. Why is there a T in my title? T. Casey's broke again. Oh, that's why. That's over on Twitch. Let me fix that real quick. Fixed. Okay, so I have got some new equipment that was not supposed to be here till later in the week. UBS tells me it's going to be here today, which would be kind of nice. Hopefully I can get it installed and play with it. I think we're going to try to do a primetime stream tonight. That'd be kind of cool. Kelly saying hi on Twitch and on YouTube. I appreciate you. Monkey, hello. Mav, good morning, sir. Good morning. So, so I got some new equipment coming to enhance the streaming experience, and with a little luck, it'll be here today, and we'll test it out on the primetime stream tonight, I hope. It'd be kind of cool. That's what we're going to shoot for. But Casey, if you read the title, Casey is broke again. And I say that. He's got 150 grand in the bank. Yesterday, Casey had $760,000, something like that. And we spent it all. I'll show you what we spent it on in just a minute. 43. So 48 with a modifier. That may be our bet. No. Okay, we're going to do this one. I'll have to do this truckload and then I'll show you guys. Casey bought a new car. Casey bought a trailer. Bet we need to check on the trailer.
On Twitch just redeemed hydrate.
Oh, this morning it's a coffee morning so far. For me, it's morning, Jody. So I am on my last probably cup of coffee. Cheers.
Jody L's 12 on Twitch just redeemed
stretch. I can't stop because we're on a timed load. I'll give you a proper stretch if I remember when we finish the load, but stretch the back. So anyways, that's what we got going on. We did family stuff yesterday. When I say family stuff, mostly mean like outside chores. Monkey mowed the grass. I helped out by edging and working on the flower beds some and making things all pretty. So the front of the house looks semi-decent for once. You know, usually this time of year, I don't even know what it's called, but we have this bush thing that makes flowers and it's really pretty. And hummingbirds and butterflies love it. And it grows like crazy this time of year. And I pretty much just let it. And whatever it is, it's wonderful because it takes like no maintenance. You just chop it the hell, like literally I will run over it with a lawnmower. I will take the weed eater to it, whatever. And it just puts up with it. It's nice. Silver Dragon in the chat. Hello, hello. So, I was talking about I made an impulse purchase the other day. Sunday. Yeah, I got a good deal. That's when I tend to buy stuff, when it's a good deal. And it was a good deal. So, the reason you'll like it, Silver Dragon, is I get more sound effects. So, in addition to, say, the golf claps and the crickets, we'll have rim shots and lots of other fun stuff. Because right now I'm limited by the number of buttons I have. This new setup pretty much might as well be unlimited buttons with soundboard software. So that's going to be exciting. And you may or may not notice a change in the microphone quality. Probably not, because it's not a new microphone, but it is a new preamp. So we'll see how that works. I'm excited. There is a new microphone I want, but new, it's like, well, there's one or two, and you're looking at like $400 or $500, and I'm like, baby steps. We'll upgrade one piece at a time, yeah? What else? I got some other stuff I'm working on I don't want to talk about yet, because I don't have a timeline for when it comes out. But I got some other ideas to help enhance your viewing experience. It's one of them things where, again, because I got the kids home, I might have 20 minutes to work on it. I might have an hour, and I'm not going to debut any of it till it's ready for quote-unquote prime time, if you will. So, we'll talk about some Redline stuff here in just a minute, too, yeah? Let me catch up with y'all. How's everybody's week going so far? Clayton Renner, good to see you, brother. How are you? Did I have a good day yesterday? I did. So, like I said, I had the boys home, and we did yard work mostly. Boys are home today, too. But I was like, well, they're being good, so we'll see if we can't sneak a short stream in, yeah? Hello. I did play in Redline last night. Y'all may have seen me on some streams, but it was one of them things where I just didn't know how long I was going to play, and when it's like that, I don't like to stream, because I don't want to start a stream and you guys get 30 minutes. You know what I mean? I probably could have and should have streamed, but that's okay. What ended up happening, I screwed around a little bit, and then went and robbed stores and digidens with Eric. So we made a little bit of our money back, because again, Casey's broke. Well, he's got 150 grand in the bank, give or take. He had 760 or so yesterday. We bought a car, we bought a trailer, we upgraded a car, and now he's all but broke, so we got to make some money again. I'll show you that stuff after this truckload. How's that? Oh, excuse me. Oh dear, why is it not steering as well as it used to? Is it the trailer, or do I need to look at repair on the truck? I'll have to think about that. Because we have put a fair amount of miles on the truck, and it's definitely not, well, the trailer's acting up. It may be the trailer. Silver Dragon said, been better. My arthritis is not good. Brother, I hate it. I'm not there. I don't think, anyway. I don't think I have true arthritis yet, but I'm starting to get the signs in my fingers, yeah. I hate it for you, brother. I really do. Out of my way. We're on a time delivery, but I also don't want to blow the load up. My very first, I started trucking a little while ago, but it was one of them things where, like, I would do one load and then I'd have to stop for 10 minutes. So my very first load, we blew up on the way down here. So that was $5 grand. Poof, gone. So that wasn't good. Oop, almost made it. Mav said, I'm feeling sick for... Yeah, I know, brother. Keep your chin up. I mean, this is a very rough time, but it's also the start of what could be a very good time. You just got to play your cards right, brother, you know? Y'all put some love in the chat for Mav. He's going through a different... I don't want to talk about it. It's not my story to tell. but he is going through a difficult time right now. Silver Dragon said, I got it some, but not all finger joints and wrists. My left wrist is, and I don't think this is arthritis, but I have broken my left wrist so many times that sometimes it just hurts. You know what I mean? Especially when there's like a strong weather front coming through, it just aches. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it, except not use it. But yeah, I've broken my left wrist like, oh God, I don't know, 6-7 times in my life, something like that. So this stream is all about making money, okay? And then my hope, in fact, I got a super chat goal if you guys want to help me out with it, or gifted memberships, whatever. It's the start of the month. My hope is to have my new equipment installed, and hopefully we'll be able to do a decent prime time stream today. That'd be cool. Last night was a lot of fun. Although, there's a bunch of weird shit going on in Redline right now, yeah? If y'all have caught up, you know that there is now a warrant out for the new mayor. I missed my turn. All right, we got 450 seconds. We're okay. We're okay. There's now a warrant out for the new mayor, Max Stig. And I don't know what that's all about. I know, you know, Casey talked to Max, and he spent a ton of money on an expungement. So I have a really hard time believing that he would just throw that away, yeah? I might have to move that car. Let's see if I can do it anyway. So I don't really know what's going on. But the police department have put a warrant out for Max. So I think there's some gamesmanship going on there. Because if Max gets arrested and gets a record, yeah, who becomes mayor? I don't know the answer to that. But I think that might have something to do with it. The other thing that we think we have figured out is it had something to do with Isaiah wearing a body cam. Which has implications for a bunch of us crims and how we act around certain other crims. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then for those that have missed it, Casey has a new job, which we're going to do a little bit of today, too. All right. $8,500 for that one. Fuck yeah, chat. All right, let's go. Well, here, we'll just go back down to the depot and I'll show you the shit Casey bought. Seriously, it is not turning as well as it did. We might have to run it up to the mechanic and see if it needs servicing or something. Because it shouldn't need a repair. Do the trucks need servicing? I actually don't know the answer to that. Panda Chat is here for you. I know, and that's what I love about the Redline community, is we really are a community. And we got some new members. And what I mean by that is I noticed the whitelisting staff. I don't know if applications were up or if... I don't know. I just noticed several new people that got approved into Redline in the last few days. So that's pretty cool. We'll start seeing some new faces. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I was going to show you my stuff. Here, we'll just leave that truck there. It'll be fine. 6-7. What? Matt said I was thinking about releasing a Minecraft server announcement to basically say I won't be around and here's why. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. We need to figure out something with the Minecraft. I hadn't been on it in forever. And I need to be, I know. Okay, so let's start with the not biggie stuff. We bought a trailer, okay? There it is. I have been wanting a trailer forever. We didn't need a trailer, but I've been wanting one, so we bought one. Yeah. So that is the quote-unquote minor purchase. I did put it on finance, which may have been a stupid decision because I did have the cash, but there's a reason I did that. Casey's trying to flip cars to a point. So, on that note, we'll wait and do it later today. Hello? We also have this guy. Now, it's a B class. It ain't worth a lot. It's in stock also. But it's a nice little car. So the former mayor, Dan, gave us this car, and I figured it was VIN scratched. Well, I finally investigated it yesterday, and it is not. So this car is good to go. It does have some upgrades on it. I think we're going to try to sell this one. We won't get a lot out of it, but, you know, if we can get 150 grand, 100 grand, something like that, I'll have to look, double check it. Because it is in stock, which means we're not going to get more than they have out of the dealership, but because it's upgraded, if we can get out at about what the dealership sells it for, I think we'll call that a win. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do with that. I drove it around thinking I might keep it, but the Lampadati we have, which is also a B class, is just slightly better. That one gets a little faster. It just takes forever to get there. But this is my new baby right here. Okay, Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG. Yeah, that's its real-life counterpart. This guy is proper quick. Here. This is our new Crime 2-door, and we got it for a really good deal. And I say that. We paid like 500 grand for it, so Casey's got to learn how to drive it. We were using it for crime last night, and Eric was giving me all kind of shit. Because it drives different than anything else I had. If I can get to a stretch, it does 130 miles an hour. It does turn pretty good. It's just light, so as you saw, it jumps pretty easy. But it is proper quick. Yeah. Yeah. Casey like. And this may be one we keep a good long while, or it may be that we do a bunch of crime with it until it gets too hot and then sell it and buy something else. I just don't know yet. But this is where the lion's share of Casey's money went. Because like I said, it was like 500 grand. No, it was 550. No, I don't remember. Was it 5 or 550? Whatever. We bought it off of John. And I was like, eh. And then I drove it and I said, never mind, I want it. So we bought it. Like I said, it flies a little bit, but it is proper quick, and it does pretty well with turns. I didn't do that one very well, but it does pretty well with turns too. So I would love to tell you how it did in a police chase, but we didn't have any last night. We robbed the shit out of some stores, grocery stores and digi-dens, and now, granted, it was just one cop on while we were... Well, that's not true. When we started, I think there were two. Well, by the time we finished, there was just one. Okay. I had a nice long chat with the boys. I said, hey, are y'all good if I stream for an hour or two? And they said yes. And I'm already hearing fussing and bickering outside chat, so I might have to pause on this and see what's going on and figure this out. Because Monkey promised me he was going to be a good big brother and help out, yeah? All right. I think you have to drop that. I'm not positive. But yesterday, I put it away. Is this going to work? No, it is not. Yesterday, I put it away. While it was still attached to the truck. And then it was just not available for like a couple hours. So I don't want to do that again. My dragon in the house, by the way. Hi, my dragon. Squeezy, here's a question for you. If you strangle a Smurf, what color do they turn? That's a deep thought, because they're already blue. I don't know, what color do they turn? Let's see if that works. You know? No. Son of a bitch. Huh. Wait. There it was. It won't work if I'm not on it, though. So let's try backing it up a little bit. I mean, I guess end of the world won't come if I, let's try that. I guess the end of the world won't come if I put it away attached. Because we're not planning on using it today. There we go. That got it. So what color do they turn? What color do Smurfs turn? What do you think, chat? What color does a Smurf turn if you strangle it? Hello? Oh, we need food, too. Hello? Hello? That's what we should have taken the car to do, was go get food. That garage space is tight. Mav said purple. It's in one of the movies. I thought they turned purple when they went evil. Okay, so we're up to 14 grand in there. Unlicensed chemical tank. You know what? If we took a short one. Is there a short one worth taking? Not really. Unlicensed chemical tank for 28. Didn't we see a 3 grand somewhere? That'd be a long one, but that'd be all right because we'll go get some food. Didn't I see a 3 grand? 3,300. Yeah, we'll take that one. That one will be all right. So that's what Casey spent all his money on. Yeah. The other thing we're doing, if you missed it over the weekend, John May and Boujou have hired Casey to do deliveries at their foundry. So he's making a little extra side cash doing that too. We got to check in on that too. We probably need to do a couple of deliveries for them. I'm telling you, and we might need to run this thing. If we decide to pull a mechanic shift today, we might run this thing up there and see what's going on with it. All right, let's see. Where are we going? We are going up there. Okay. So if we're going up there, where are we going to get food? That is a good question. I think we'll be all right till we get to Paleto. I think it'll be okay. Paleto, whatever. Because I didn't buy any sandwiches earlier, yeah? No, I did not. I see all those trucks, so we're going to go this way. Whee! Silver Dragon said, send Panda some love, chat. Yeah, absolutely do. Becky Jake over on Twitch. Hey, how you doing today? Good to see you. Mav said, nah, plum purple when they get strangulated, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe. Ugh. Who's your favorite Smurf? That's a tough call. I never really liked, like, Handy Smurf. He was a bit of an asshole. But he was handy, so I don't know. Now, I could 100% say one of my brothers growing up, Smurfette was his favorite Smurf. Like, to the point, now he was little, but to the point when my youngest brother was born, he wanted mom to name my youngest brother Smurfette. True story. Nope. I'm coming in. We gotta get this load delivered and get something to eat. Mav said Papa Smurf. Yeah, I like Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf was level-headed, like him a lot. I don't know that he would be my favorite. Maybe. It's definitely going to be one of the originals, as opposed to like, oh, when they brought in the, I don't even remember what they were called, but they brought in the little kid Smurfs. I didn't like that. They wore colored pants and stuff. I can see one that I really liked, but I can't... Well, Clumsy. I liked Clumsy a lot. I did like Clumsy. But there's another one I can see, but I don't remember his name. La 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 la. And poor Gargamel, I mean, yeah, he was a bad guy, but he was misunderstood. He just wanted some gold. Who was the only Smurf to not wear a white hat? Well, that would have been Papa Smurf. Until they introduced the little, whatever they're called. The little kid Smurfs I was just talking about. They didn't wear white hats. Or was there another one other than Papa? Because Papa wore red, yeah? Was there another one? And they were all male until Gargamel created Smurfette. Papa Smurf, yeah. And then Dragon said, correct, you know your Smurfs. Hey, I know my Smurfs. Well, some of them. You assholes are right in my way. Look out. Look out. Is there anything coming this way? There is not. So we will take this lane. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Shoot the gap. Whee! Alright, where are we putting this one? Is this going forwards or backwards in here? Forwards. Okay, that's easy enough. Can I straighten that trailer out enough to get it here? Yes, yes I can. Well, you were there. Where'd you go? There it is. Silver Dragon said, if I had a red hat on, I'd look like Papa Smurf. Really? The full white beard and everything, yeah? Oh. What's funny is, we get, like, especially after a good rain, we'll get mushrooms popping up in the yard. I don't know what kind, but the kids call them Smurf houses. And quite often Tater Tot gets mad when we mow the grass and mow them down. You're killing the Smurfs! Sorry. Alright. Sandwiches. Silver Dragon said, I got the white beard. There you go. Hey, I shaved you. Well, I ran a trimmer over my face yesterday. Missed a spot right here. It's driving me nuts. So yeah, a lot going on. Did you guys watch, Casey doesn't know a lot about it, he just knows what Eric told him, which isn't much. But did you guys watch the big thing, the big shootout at the hospital the other night? With, what was the deal? I guess Tommy and Sophie got cooked, yeah? And then Frenchie and Echo tried to save them. And then Echo got cooked. And then at the hospital, I still don't even know who all was involved. I am so sorry, chat. Give me a minute. Okay, I don't know how long we'll be able to go, but crisis solved for the moment. We'll see what happens. We had a serial emergency, yeah? But I think we're okay. We'll find out. Boop, boop, boop. What are you guys talking about while I was gone? Sorry I didn't get any music. I had to jump. Dragon said I'm going to build him a Smurf house so y'all can't kill the Smurfs anymore. Okay. I'm going to stand here and eat my sandwich. We'll be okay. We'll be all right. Go get the next load, yeah? All right. Then last night, Ray's DM'd me right as I was going to bed. Hey, we're playing Among Us. You want to play? And I really did. But it was bedtime, and I was, like, already climbing in bed. So I was like, not tonight, but hopefully soon. And that, like, I wanted to watch them because Flock of Pickles, Ice Tricks, a bunch of people were streaming it. But, like, I fell asleep before they got into another round after he DM'd me. That's how quick I fell asleep. Silver Dragon said, oh no, you'll have to tell us next week how it went. It's a cereal. Alright, that's one of the funniest ones in a while, brother. It's a cereal. That's funny. That's funny. Y'all didn't get a member short either yesterday. I'm sorry. You probably will get one later today. It depends on if a certain thing happens. I got one in mind, but we'll see. If that certain thing doesn't happen, I got a backup. Michael, good morning, sir. Everyone be right back. I need coffee and the snake needs draining. Oh my God. If you guys, are you guys subscribed to Supple Sausage, by the way? He plays Cuddy. If you're not, you ought to be. He's another redliner, of course. Supple Sausage on YouTube. But he's got a post up. He has got a plumbing emergency and maybe staying at a hotel for a few days. And I'm like, I even left a comment. I've been there, done that. That sucks. He said it's literally a shitty situation. That sucks. Been there, done that. I don't want to talk about how many times in my life I've had to snake out plumbing drains with dirty paper, etc.
At Shadow Wolf Blazes just gifted 10 memberships.
Shadow Wolf! How you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you. Y'all, big W's for Shadow Wolf. Big W's. I appreciate that 10 gifted, Shadow Wolf. I hope you're doing good, brother. How are you enjoying life in and out, if you know what I mean? So my new upgrade that's coming, one of the things that will happen, like if I screw up with that air horn sound, it runs through my mic channel, yeah? So it gets played in game, which is not good. One of the things my new upgrades that hopefully will be here today will do is eliminate that, and I'll have a separate channel for things like sound effects. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. It also means that I will be able to play individual songs at the push of a button. You know, oh, like for example this.
All right, everyone, settle in. We've got a special shout out tonight for a man across the pond.
Big W's in the chat for Shadow Wolf. Y'all throw up some, especially those of you that are members, throw up some of those special member
a man of moderation,
emojis, emotes, whatever the fuck they're called.
our favorite mod has a secret he hides.
Games, anime, and music, dropping them over on Twitch. Thank you, brother. 2 gifted over there.
Pulling them out in front of the crowd. He says they're jumbo.
Lexi, good morning. How you doing?
But they leave a weird residue.
Shadow Wolf said, work is slow, but I'm surviving. Gonna rain at some point today. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? $5 grand, 1 modifier. That may be our best today. Yeah, that's the one we want. Lexi. MacGyver getting a gifted. Sweet.
I'm checking my phone in full screen mode. He's showing it off while he sits on the couch, making the whole community say ouch. He's staring.
Shadow Wolf said both, cause short hours, but we need the rain bad. I hear you. Fuck, I missed. All right, go here. Grab it. Oh, there it goes. Where are we going? Airport. Okay. Oh, Mac bought his own gifted. He sure did. Big W's for Mac. All of a sudden, everything's going too fast, and the old man brain can't keep up. Congrats, Mac. Technically, I renewed it. I don't know why I dropped to start off with. I don't know. How you doing, brother? I would mimic Genji, but there is no way I can get my voice that high. That's a skill. Especially given your natural voice. That amazes me.
I mean, look at the screen. Is that what's it dust, or is he just happy to see us? And Mav, buddy, I'm looking at this photo. Is that a 4 or is it a piece of lit?
So big W's in the chat for Mac too, y'all.
Seriously, mate, that box is supposed to be empty. And the socks.
Absolute legend, though. MacGyver said I'm doing okay, about to get ready for work. Yeah, that's like Shadow Wolf. That's one of them good things, bad things. Yeah, and I didn't even read that comment a minute ago. Shadow Wolf said it was both. One, they need the rain, but being means shorter hours. Yeah, I get that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! I didn't... See, I have a pattern I like to run on this road, and when I get out of my pattern is when I start to screw up. And now we're back in it. We're okay. Games, Anime, and Music said, does Redline have the truck airbags? I'm gonna go with no, since I don't know what you're talking about. Like suspension or something? Or a crash? Either way, no. Not that I'm aware of. Ooh, fuck. I'm gonna blow my trailer up. We are off to a terrible start. I'm telling you. I need to slow down on this one because I need this load. Casey feels broke. We need to start having several $100,000 plus days, yeah? So if we can make a good amount of money trucking while it's slow, maybe we can get lucky and get some house robberies or digidens or something in, or maybe even a bank. It'd be all right tonight. That'd be all right. Mac, no swearing, no mentioning the W word. Work is a 4-letter word, isn't it? Gonna pull out the old man swear words. Dag nabbit. So, in a former life, I have a ex-wife. We're good. Took a few years to get to a good place, but we're good. Anyway, my ex-father-in-law. Don't get me wrong. When he needed to, I did this wrong. Excuse me. He would pull out a choice word or two. But one of his go-tos that every now and then you'll hear me pull out, when he'd get pissed off, he'd say, cheese and crackers. And that one tickled me to no end, and I picked up on it. Dag nabbit, cheese and crackers. Something like that. What are some other good old man ones? I mean, you could go with the generic, jeez. All right, no more collisions. No more collisions, yeah? Because that's how I lost my load earlier, was I screwed around early like that. And then coming through here, I screwed up and I caught the trailer on a sign. And, well, farther down. And that was it. It was gone. No more collisions, so let's drive down the wrong side of the road, yeah? We do have our seatbelts on, yeah. I'm telling you, we might have to swing by the mechanic. I don't think this truck is steering as well as it was. Maybe it's a skill issue. Games Anime Music said it's just a script that allows adding air suspension to the semi-trucks. I don't think we do have that. So you can raise and lower the height of your truck when you want to, just like real life. I don't think we have that, because when we set this truck up, that's one of the things Max and I talked about, was maybe having to drop the back end a little bit more, specifically for this trailer. I've been kind of putting up with it because it does fine with the others. This isn't going to work. Here, excuse me. We're going to borrow your lane. There we go. And then what? You're going to want me to go up the hill. Yeah. Go up the hill. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think we have that. I wonder what would happen if you put No, that makes them jump. That's not what we're after. That would be kind of cool, though. That'd be very cool. Mav said you lost your load to who? I'll never tell. Old men are grumpy. We don't do that stuff anymore. We let you young men do that stuff. Oh, and my stream sponsor thingy didn't work. Shadow Wolf should be the stream sponsor, and it didn't kick. Shadow Wolf is the stream sponsor, and I'm gonna, after we deliver this load, I'm gonna look at that. That's one of the other things I'm working on back end is how I redo. That's the stuff I don't want to talk about too much because it's in flux, because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm redoing my bots. So hopefully they work better and different things happen, and I'm trying things and some of it's going to work and some of it's not. So I don't want to say, oh, this is coming, and then it just doesn't work. But, you know, it's fun to tinker with that stuff. However, that's gotten put on the back burner from today, because again, it's new toy day. We got new gadgets coming in, I hope. I was supposed to go up there. So let's practice our backing skills, yeah? Because obviously they need it. Alright. This one is way up here. No, it's right there. That's different. I'm used to one being way up in the parking lot up there. I didn't even look. Okay. Glad we backed in. That made it easy, yeah? Alright, how'd we do? Let's see. You guys can't see it because my webcam's in the way. We made a whopping $5,182 because we beat the hell out of the trailer. That's alright. It's still $5,000. Chris Dudley on YouTube. How are you today, sir? Chris said, when something goes wrong, I say bugger. And yes, I'm in Australia. That's why? Yeah? So, I'm going to come back to that in just a second. Let me catch up with chat, and then I got a question for you. Chris, don't fall off. You're not going to jump back up that, are you? You are going to jump back up that. Sweet. Games, anime, and music. No whammy, no whammy. Big bucks, no whammy. The only time I ever watched that game show as a kid, the original one, was when I was sick. I didn't really like it. But if I was homesick, quite often there wasn't anything to watch but game shows. Pardon me. MacGyver said, have a good one, everybody. Time to get ready. Cheers, buddy. Have a great day at work. Thank you. All right, so Chris, the C word, and I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. That is a big no-no in America. Do y'all really use that as often as media makes it seem? Like it's not that big a deal? Or is that just a media thing? I am trying to get... I have a potty mouth. Y'all know I do. I'm trying to get less potty mouthy. And part of that, like, I kind of felt, I don't know who Havoc uses for an editor. I don't know if he uses his own or if he does it or if he hires somebody. But his latest video, the self-driving car thing that was going around killing everybody, and the scene I was in, their editor had to edit out a bunch of cuss words, and I felt bad. So I'm trying to narrow to use a little more still colorful language, but maybe not have to edit it out language, because I felt bad for that. Silver Dragon said, go read my comment about what I say when I'm annoyed. Did I miss one? Oh, when I get wound up, I say, oh, fudge cakes. I did miss one. Fudge cakes! That works. Chris said, yeah, sometimes, and there's also different meanings to that. It's funny how we do different stuff like that in different cultures, isn't it? I mean, even though we're derived from the same culture. Is 34 really the best one we got? I guess it is. Boop. And somebody honked at us. I don't know who it was. Beep, beep, squeezy, beep, beep. There you go, just for you, Silver Dragon. We need to plan one of these loads out to go buy Max's to get gas at some point, but we've got half a tank. We're okay. Max Stig's gas station. Best gas prices in town still for diesel. All right, where are we going with this one? This one is going to... Okay, pull that up. Well, speak of which, we might as well swing by Max's, I guess. Since we're going over to that side of the map, let's do it. Right there. Go there. What else? What else? What else? I don't know. I'm excited for my new toys to come in. And I was waiting, like... You know how a lot of times you can catch, oh, for example, Elgato has Elgato Week, or, you know, I mean, the biggie used to be Amazon Prime Days, which now those deals aren't near as good as they used to be. But stuff like that, yeah? Well, this particular one, what I did, I stacked a couple of discounts is what I did. I mean, they were offering a buy this, get this free thing, and then I was able to stack it with this. And then I ended up ordering a new mic cable solely because that made it a bundle, which got me an additional 10% off. And what that ended up doing was meaning the mic cable is free. And ended up being a better deal than it would be during their, you know, blah days. So I was like, fuck yeah. I went ahead and pulled the trigger. Alright, now I don't want to pull this trailer through to the gas station, so I think we're going to leave it here. Pardon me. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I apologize. We're going to leave it right there. Don't get mad about it. You done? Alright, you're done. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just go this way. You can search up them sort of stuff on YouTube about Australian common words. Yeah, but again, it's YouTube. I mean, you know, I'm one of those critical thinkers, do your own research type. And what I mean by that is not in the moron, do your own research thing, because that's the thing these days, right? Do your own research. Pump's not found. What do you mean the pump's not found? What do you mean the pump's not found? Weird. Okay, back up. Because these days you can find, I mean, you can validate your opinion on YouTube or anywhere else. Do your own research does not mean wait till you find somebody that agrees with what you say and then go, oh, see, I was right. That means, like, do actual research with good stuff. Confirm your sources. Find secondary sources. Get off your high horse, Tater. Okay, I'll get off my high horse. Did y'all see that? I about put the wrong gas in this thing. Silver Dragon, what did the disgruntled hen say? Black off! I like it. Oh, I'm out of Cokes. Damn it. You could say Max's prices are criminal. This is, see, I need a rim shot. Criminal, but since he has a warrant. I am dying to see where that goes, Lexi. That is amusing. I think there's a lot of shit with that we don't know, is what I think. So it'll be fun to watch it all unfold. Chris said, I'm just trying to be more respectful of the chat. That's all. Appreciate you, buddy. Again, potty mouth. I'm trying. I'm trying. That, and I have been asked on a couple of occasions to tone down what I was doing in Redline. Sorry. The pump's not found, that's what she said. It happens when you get older. That's why you keep a supply of little blue pills around. Oh, two. Good morning. What happened with Max? Oh, dear. Here. Well, let me let the gas finish, and then I'll show you. So there's stuff I don't know. Obviously, Casey doesn't know if I don't know. There's stuff I don't know. What Casey knows, and I know a smidge more, but what Casey knows is this right here. Here it is. King just reposted it, okay? From the LSPD, Max Stig has an active warrant has now been issued for your arrest following your failure to appear. Every officer in Los Santos has been notified. Failure to appear will result in action taken to DOJ for your party's removal from office. So that's what Casey knows. That's it. No, that's not true. That's not true. We talked a little bit about it last night. I still don't know a whole lot more. We think it stems from something to do with Isaiah wearing a body cam while committing crimes, and either Max or somebody that looks like Max involved in that crime, or somebody dressed like Max. That's what Casey knows. But that part is just pure speculation. Okay. Which way are you wanting me? I can't see my yellow line. There it is. Okay. So, yeah, there's some big shit going on, right? And that's also why I'm kind of glad I went ahead and bought that car that we bought last night. Because with that shit going on, it makes me wonder if that means restocks aren't going to happen. And I don't know. I mean, if he already ordered them, then maybe they're going to go ahead and come in today, tomorrow, the next day, whatever. I don't remember exactly how long it takes for restocks to come in. I know it's a couple days. But if the government's getting, or the party is getting thrown in disarray, that has all kinds of implications, yeah? So I'm kind of glad we did that. And I really like that car, and I don't want to flip it, but at least not anytime soon. But for the right price, I would. So that might be something we explore. Why? Oh, this isn't the way I wanted to go. Why am I following the stupid yellow line? We don't want to go this side because it's going to take us over the mountain. So let's waste all that new gas we got. We want to go to Great Ocean Highway. I'm sitting here thinking about Max and implications and not paying attention. But, you know, the thing that just sticks in my craw that I can't get over, and maybe he took a chance, or whatever it is, I don't know. I mean, the warrant is for failure to appear. That's weird. Ooh, what's the mayor been up to, the naughty boy? See, this is the part that I don't understand. Right? Oh, I gotta order some more merch, speaking of which. I gave away all my magnets the other day. Don't want to end up... Yeah, this is the one I want right here. Max spent... well, I forget what he told us. I want to say it was $1 million or 1.3 million or some shit like that, getting his record expunged so he could run for mayor. He has been busting his ass, looking at shit, trying to do good for the city, yeah? At least that's what Casey that's what I think. That's what Casey thinks. Why would he risk all of that doing crime when he just got elected? It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, maybe he did and didn't think that he had to worry about getting caught. But that doesn't make sense to me. I think there's more to it that we don't know, is what I think. But I could be wrong. That's the fun of RP, isn't it? So we'll see. Speed bump. So, yeah, supposedly, like I said, supposedly what Casey was told last night is that apparently Max or somebody dressed like Max was caught doing something on body cam. But that's all I know. I don't know what that was or when it was or whatever. But, you know, we had a discussion about being extraordinarily not just around Isaiah, but all of a sudden we feel like we need to be careful around anybody we don't know that well, because you never know who's wearing a body cam, right? Right. So here's my next question then. If that's true, does that make Isaiah a snitch? Maybe. Because we all know what happens to snitches, yeah? So anyway, the point is I think you'll see some fun RP out of that over the next few days, I hope. Not really related to Casey, but it'll be fun for Redline fans, I think. I need to pay more attention to Jody with the stretches. Actually, I just need a posture check. I might adjust my chair here. I don't want a new chair. I need a new chair, but I don't want a new chair. I love this chair. Look out. Well, killed a local. Hey, Primer, how you doing, brother? In your eyes, he's a snitch. I don't know. I mean, why is a criminal going around with a body cam on? That concerns me, yeah? Casey's worn one time, and that's when Kitty was dealing with that stalker situation and we were trying to catch whoever it was. And even then, I didn't like it. It felt dirty. I gave that body cam back to Kitty. She's like, you can keep it. I said, no. 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 Because, like, it's just, A, it's a bad look for a criminal. But B, you know, if you end up catching something inadvertently and that footage gets seen that you didn't want to be seen, you know? Okay. Which one is this going to be? Is this going to be one of the easy ones, or is it that pain in the ass hard one? Let's see. Silver Dragon said snitches get stitches and end up swimming with the fishes. That's it. Look at Lester. Yeah, look at Lester. So if Isaiah is a snitch, oh my. And Casey's not going to rush to judgment, but yeah, I am so confused. Wait, where the fuck is this drop off? Is this a new one I haven't done before? Or are we just getting a weird GPS? We're just getting a weird GPS. Okay. So this is actually not hard. We've just got to back up this. Okay, we can do that. Well, I got a couple places I could turn around here. I'll tell you what, let's actually just do this one. I kind of want to repaint my truck too. I've enjoyed the color, but I'm kind of bored with it. I want something louder and flashier, I think. And the other thing, if y'all haven't known, I mean, Casey tends to be very trusting of other criminals. And it's in his backstory. Sometimes he's too trusting of others, yeah? That's because I talk too much. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that, because it's fun to play it that way, too. But I think he's quickly learning to be a bit more reticent to speak around people he doesn't know, yeah? I didn't look to see how much money we actually got off of that one. Shame on me. That's okay. We got paid. I'm not an asshole. You're the asshole. So anyway, I think that'll end up being some fun RP. The other one I really wanted to see happen last night. Ray's wasn't streaming. I was watching, I don't remember who I was hopping around on streams. And I don't remember, it might have been Flock of Pickles. I think he was on his Crim character at that point. But Nate, Ray's RP, got arrested for something. I think it was evading. He had a warrant out for his arrest. And again, I missed all this. I just heard it through somebody's stream. He was talking on the radio. And he was adamant it wasn't him because, according to him, he wasn't even in city when the warrant got issued. So how could it have been him? Or I don't know. So they were trying to do a bench trial. And I was all excited to watch that because I love the trials. Oh, no. But I guess there wasn't a judge or lawyer around or whatever, so he ended up going to jail instead. And was already out by the time I flew in, so... Because we had family stuff going on, and I just decided to wait to play until later. And I wanted to stream, but I was like, well, I don't know if I might have enough time, and I should have. But we will do our best to do a primetime stream tonight too, yeah? We're gonna need more food. In fact, let's back up and go get, how much money do I have? Because that one doesn't have, we're good. Let's go ahead and get more food. Because this one does not have an ATM. O2 said, I'm surprised Lester doesn't get fucked up with more often. Man, he has for a long while. And I did too with him. At some point, you know, it's just a game and you still fuck with the snitches, but at some point you got to lay off a little bit, you know, because it's got to, even the snitches, it's got to be fun for them. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So I'll still call him a snitch. And he goes, hey, well, you are, you know, you still snitch. Hell, he snitched on, Casey doesn't know this, but it was somebody's stream I was watching over the weekend. He snitched on somebody for something. Okay. Eat that. Wrong door. It might actually be time to buy more cigarettes. There was at some point I fucked up and I bought 6 packs of cigarettes on accident. So I need to look through all my storage. We may have enough, but I may have finally gone through them. I'm not sure. Okay. My sinuses are going haywire. And I'm not the only one. My dragon woke up this morning saying her sinuses were going crazy too. So I talked about this the other day on stream, but it happens to me that way. We had a lot of rain a few days ago. Yeah. I'll tell you what, we're going to put it here. And so now everything is growing like crazy. Pollen's coming out. That's why I think mine are going nuts. Who is that? Is that Frank? I don't know who that is. But that's why I didn't bring it in here, because I didn't want to get in their way. And I'm going to take a break. So we're going to go in here. I got to pee. Too much coffee. As Michael said, I got to go drain the snake. So we will let Casey dance for you guys. No, don't do that. Dance him up. We're just going to go this way. Yeah, he can have a morning beer. Why not? That works. Doop, doop, doop. All right, guys, I'm gonna pee, get something to drink, and I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Plus, I'm gonna check on the boys. I think they're being good because I don't hear anything. But as a parent, when you don't hear them, you get a little sus, yeah? A little sus? Let me do all that, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Threw away the key. Salt in the air and dust on my boots. We spent years under those beaters, waiting for a day that never came. The wind is shifting toward the Gold Coast. Can you feel the change in the air? Can you feel it? The tank is full and the road is open, heading where the sky meets the sand, watching the sun sink over the land. The past is a blur in the taillight view. We're finally chasing something new. I'm not scared of the miles ahead, long as you're riding with me. Riding with me. I look at your faces in the dim light. We don't talk about the things we're leaving, the rough nights and the fights for nothing. Those ghosts are buried in the desert sands. Now we're just three hearts on a highway, chasing a life we used to just imagine. The wind is shifting toward the Gold Coast. Can you feel the change in the air? The sun sink over the land. The past is a blur in the taillight view. We're finally chasing something new. We're breaking the chains of this small town. We're not those kids anymore. Not those kids anymore. The road is long, but the view is clear. Heading where the sky meets the sand. The past is a blur in the taillight view.
Hey, when the chat gets dark and the trolls start to rise, you'll hear the swing of a heavy hammer and see a green glow rise. Some call them builders, some call them mods, but here we call them the legends of the chat.
In the light of the day, he's a wrecking ball man, demolishing walls with a shake of his hand. But when the sun sets and the red line is drawn, he's lurking in darkness from dusk until dawn. Oh, Gaetano is watching, he's silent and deep, while the trolls in the basement are starting to creep. With a shamrock for luck and a puff of the smoke, he's the chillest demolisher who ever has spoke. Heave away the band hammer, swing it on down. There's a construction crew running this town, from the dust of the site to the shine of the screen. The toughest mod squad that you've ever seen. Now Michael built houses, he built them up tall, from the floor to the joist to the header and wall. A master of trade and he still got the knack. Though he's retired, he don't take no slack. He's traded the nail gun for clearing the chat. If you're acting a fool, well, he's over all that. He's seen every troll since 2019, the finest old foreman the world's ever seen. Heave away the band hammers, swing it on down. There's a construction crew running this town, from the dust of the site to the shine of the screen. The toughest mod squad that you've ever seen. Now look to the water, what rises below. It's Scuba-rific Steve in the high tide flow. We don't know his business, we don't know his trade, but he's the deep sea man
Harem.
that the ocean made.
I hardly know him. What harem?
So is he breathing through tanks? He's patrolling the depths of the
You know, when you cut a piece of wood perfectly to your mark, it's a mill off. That's right. That's why you don't ever cut on the mark. You cut a saw blade width away from the mark. That's how I do it anyway. Morning, Ben. It's a good day for two reasons. One, I went to check on the boys and they're behaving. Yay! Number two, I found half a Coke in the fridge. So we're off to a good start. We'll have to run some errands today and buy some more sodas. All right, back to trucking, yeah? What did I just do? I just fucked something up. No, I didn't. We're okay. So, Ben, how you doing today? Up to 28. Okay. That's not what we need. We need trailers.
So stick to the rules.
31, 32. Come on, we're in Roxwood. We can do better than this. 33 with one modifier. 38 with one modifier. That's getting better. Come on, give me a biggie. 44 with a modifier. That's the best one we got. Do that one.
Now I'm standing here in a silk top hat with a hollow face where my spirit sat, and I'm leaning in, whispering in your ear. The only thing that's real in this world is fear.
No, I need to get this. That's how you get it. At least that's, I mean, literally, that's how I do it. If I measure it out and I draw a line exactly like my saws actually have a mark for that show me the width of my saw blade, yeah? So I can get it exactly bang on. Or, depending on what it is, I will go just a shade over and then sand it down for a smooth fit. You know what I mean?
Thinking he's true, so we took a little trip to the edge of the dam to show him exactly the kind of man I am.
All right, where are we going?
You the power, I handed you the choice. I wanted to hear the coldness in your voice.
We're going down by Grime. Okay. Just gonna circular saw it? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Oh, maybe yours is different. My circular saw, assuming I'm using a standard width blade, my circular saw accounts for the width of the blade, if you will. I have two marks, and that's what they are. But maybe mine's different. I need to go play a Mac as well server again soon too. It's just I've been on so little lately, and I've been so focused on Casey's money grind. I hadn't really done anything else. When we get back into a regular schedule with the kids in school, and I can do those good long midday streams again, we'll start playing some other stuff again too. Ben said, enjoy my day off, hiding inside from the heat and the wildfire smoke. Ugh, that sounds terrible. I mean, stay away from the smoke. That part sounds good. And the day off sounds good, but having to deal with it sounds terrible. Fuck. I knew that was going to happen. The minute that car hit me, I knew it was going to swing that trailer into that sign, and that was going to be it. And it sure was. Son of a bitch. I don't know what it is about those signs. Your trailer can be in damn near perfect shape, and you hit one of those signs, and that's it. That's all it wrote. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You know, I went to clip that, and my replay buffer is not working. So let me fix that real quick. Fixed. Just because I forgot to turn it on. Y'all help me with that. That's one of the... Never, I don't want to talk about it, but I'm working on it. Anyway, right now, the best way for me to get clips, if you guys see something you think is clippable, hit !clip, and that pulls up a thing that reminds me to hit the button.
Reflecting every bit of that sand and Drew's blues.
I'm leaking gas.
Jumped in the cab.
Am I?
My boy Mav is ready. He
Son of
never
a
lets
bitch.
it fail. A sunny coat shining like a
Son of a
little
bitch.
prize, with the wind in his ears and the sun in his eyes. The motor's calling, the tires start to spin. Leaving the driveway, let the journey begin.
It's okay.
Shifting to drive, feel the power start to rise.
Wait.
Looking at the road under those
Wait, get back in.
blinding
We need something out of... This is exactly why they're gone. Somebody stole them. Son of a bitch!
tank full of gas and a dog named Mav. Living for the moments that we didn't know we'd have. Rolling down the windows when I see a pretty face.
Okay. It's all right.
Setting my rhythm,
It's
setting
okay.
my own pace. Keeping it steady or stomping the gas. Staying one step ahead so the good times last.
I was keeping a repair kit and a gas can in this truck for that reason, and they're gone.
Goes where the law
Somebody
doesn't
stole
look
them.
and the creek water flows.
Fuck a duck.
A couple of boys at the trailhead gates.
All right, Big W's in the chat to Katano celebrating 3 months of membership. He said, rawr. Rawr.
Before the day was through.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, the sheriff's got a job, and I've got mine. Long as I'm on the move, I'm doing just fine. One hand on the wheel.
How you doing today, Katano? It's good to see you.
Dog. Clearing out the cobwebs, clearing out the fog. If they're looking for Casey, tell them good luck. You can find me in the mud in a sunset truck. It's a good day, feeling free. Got a tank full of gas and a dog named Mav, living for the moments that we didn't know we'd have. Yeah, it's a good day to be me, wild and free. Ripping through the shifts, feeling wild and free. Got a tank full of gas and a dog named Mav, living for the moments that we didn't know we'd have. Rolling down the windows when I see a pretty face.
Wait, let's put that away.
Setting my rhythm, setting my own pace. Keeping it steady or stomping the gas. Staying one step ahead so the good times last. Yeah, it's a good day to be me. So good. Ripping through the shifts, feeling wild and free. Got a tank full of gas and a dog named Mav. Living for the moments that we didn't know.
Katano said, good day, y'all. It's chilling on me free day. That sounds like a good day. That's not what we wanted to do. Pull that back out. There you go.
Steady or stomping the gas. Staying one step ahead so the good times last. One step ahead. Yeah, me and Mav. Just another good day. Get 'em, boy. Best truck in the county. Look at that tail wag. Kick it in the four-load. Me and Mav keep on rolling. Dirt in the fenders. Good dog, Mav. Taking it home. Yeah.
All right.
Swampy, you know? Yeah, that's it.
Can I not put my... There we go. No vehicle nearby. What do you mean no vehicle nearby? You're not counting this as... You're not counting this as my vehicle. Interesting. Okay. Michael said, now, is that gas or diesel in that can? It's weird. It's both. We learned that one day messing around with Buju. It's both. Game limitation, I guess. Ben said, y'all on Gulf Coast and the East Coast deal with the hurricanes. This is true. Us on the West Coast deal with wildfires. This is true. I guess you could say it's an occupational hazard when you have large forests. All right, so what happens? So this is a new one because we couldn't repair it. It thinks it's not there anymore, yeah? So if I go here and I select my truck, and then we look here. What the hell? I am so confused. I'm not going to question it. Before we spawn a trailer, let's go take a look at it. I'm not going to question it. We're just going to run with it. Yeah. You can get away with running a diesel on gasoline for a little bit, although they usually prefer fryer oil. You know, there's one specific truck near me that smells like French fries when he drives down the road. It's actually kind of cool, yeah? It's actually kind of cool. Okay. 47 with one modifier. I cannot believe I did that. We're back to the Casey of old. All right, that's our best one. Start that job. Let's try not to blow this one up. The dog is going crazy. Why is the dog going crazy? It's too early for any deliveries. All right, let's make sure the gas tank doesn't leak. And we'll just hang on to that stuff if it's going to be that kind of day, yeah? Shenanigans! Coffee number 2, be right back. I hear you, brother. So, I think I've told this story on stream before, but way back in the day, in my 20s, I drove a Honda Accord. And you motherfucking piece of fucking... See, here I go with my potty mouth. Cheese and crackers. We're about to do something else. Cheese and crackers. It ain't driving right. We're gonna try to get this load delivered and then deal with some stuff. Maybe this thing needs to go be serviced. Is that a thing with the trucks? It ain't steering right. I don't know if that's a thing or not. We're gonna take a look at it though. And mental note: don't leave repair kits and gas, because there was. I left a gas can and a repair kit in my truck. I don't know, I guess that's just going to go away at some point. It's not mine. I can't deal with it. Okay. Silver Dragon said he's well, it's a she, but he's probably barking at a squirrel or some other critter. Maybe. I tell you what she barks at. The neighbors have cats, and cats are cats, and there's 2 of them in particular that act like they own our property, and they will come hang out on our porch, and she will just bark and bark at them. And they're cats. They know that she can't get to them, so they don't care. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. But she does bark at other wildlife. It's actually quite funny. I think she's over it now, but for a long time, anytime a dove would fly in the yard, she would bark at the dove and go out there and chase it until she finally figured out she wasn't catching birds. And then there's something that's been coming around at night that she'll get after. And we used to have an armadillo. I haven't seen him around in a while. I don't know what this is. I haven't seen it. It's always in the dark, whatever it is. But it could be another armadillo, or it could be... I mean, hell, we've had possums and raccoons in the past, too, so I don't know. Silver Dragon said, oh, fudge cake squeezy. That's it. That was a fudge cakes moment, for sure. I think my truck needs to go to the shop. Yes, I think it does too. We're going to deliver this load, and then I think I got a plan. Let's get this load delivered, and then I got a plan. And you know what the best laid plans do, yeah? Which is fair. I mean, we're going to take a look, but we have put a lot of miles on this thing, so... You know, cars in game need servicing. I don't know about the trucks, because I've never looked at it. Or if I have, I don't remember. So we're going to take it and look at it. But I got something else I want to do first. I really didn't think anybody would steal shit out of the cab of the truck, but either they did or a bug ate it. Because I did. I had a repair kit and a petrol can I was keeping in the glove box in this thing, and they are gone. So I guess we won't do that again, yeah? Ben said, is it a possum or a skunk? See, it could be, because we could have... we have skunks in the area. I've never seen one on our property, but they are around. But it could be. I don't know what it is, because it's something... The way our back is set up, I mean, I've got lights on the back of the house, and it lights up the yard close to the house. But there's a back corner that is dark, and whatever it is back there. Hell, it could be a rat. I don't know. Whatever it is back there. And she and I'll go out back, and she will tear off to that back corner, barking her head off and chasing it. And she's done that 4 or 5 times, and I have yet to see what it is. So that tells me it's probably something small enough to fit through a gap in the fence, now that I'm talking about it and thinking it through. Because if it was climbing over the fence, I think I would see it. But we also have some fairly large gaps at the moment because I need to rebuild the back end of the fence. Like, we're missing pickets large, so it could still be a fairly large animal, whatever it is. We had a fox one time too. That was kind of cool. Other than the fact, I told you the neighbors have cats. Well, one of their cats has no fear. That cat chased that fox off, which was crazy as hell. I didn't look to see where I'm going. I guess we're just going to follow our yellow line, because it says go up here. Ben got it. The best laid plans of mice and men. That's it, brother. That's it. Or you could say Cluckin' Bell. There you go. You know, I just now occurred to me that's what Cluckin' Bell is a play on fucking hell, isn't it? That has never occurred to me before. That has never occurred to me. Wow. Alright, let's get this one delivered without incident. Yeah, Squeeze? Yeah. That'd be nice. And I'd planned on doing more trucking, because that is really our best way to make money right now, and we might later, but knowing the truck ain't driving right, I want to take a look at it. It did alright there. I mean, that was driver issue. I didn't make the turn. It did stop and turn, though. I still want to take a look at it. But we got something else we're going to do first. So that may be it for trucking for the stream, depending on how long the rest of this stuff takes us. We'll see. Okay, so which one is this going to be? Is this the one in there? No. Alright, it's that one. Okay, easy enough. No. Don't hit my trailer, don't hit my trailer. You bastard! You fucking dick. Trying to get out of his way, and he popped it anyway. Alright, that one got delivered with 88%, and we got 4,600 bucks. So we didn't get a full bonus, but it wasn't terrible either. Because what was that? 40, 43, 4,500, something like that? She's probably barking at a Bigfoot. Don't you put that on me. No Bigfoot in my... Maybe. I used to live in a rural... I mean, we're in a small town, but I used to live in a really rural... I cannot say that fucking word. Country area. Rural. Yeah. Long time ago. And we had all kind of wildlife out there. All the stuff we've been talking about. Plus coyotes. And there was some sort of cat thing. I don't know if it was a cougar or bobcat or what it was. But it would scream at you. If you were by yourself in the woods, it would scream at you. And I never got a good look at it because whatever it was, I knew it would fuck me up. So when it screamed at me, I went the other way. I didn't want to shoot it, you know. Oh, wait, do it this way. We're gonna stash this. I mean, there ain't many people around. but we're going to stash it right there and let it sit there for a moment. And there's a reason. So for those of you that don't know, like I said, John May and Buju have hired us to help out at their foundry a little bit with deliveries. I don't want to oversell it. We're not partners in the foundry or anything. We're literally getting paid to do deliveries. But we're going to check on that. I suspect we have some more to do. Like, I was doing so many. John's like, take a break, slow down. Like, okay, but if you're making money and I'm making money, it ain't as good money as trucking, but it's not bad money. And hopefully it helps them keep the stuff in stock they need. C-17, yeah. To help, the outcasts out. So, yeah, everything's full. They said right now their priority is diamonds and gold, so we will do that. Let's transfer. We'll do this one. Sora, good morning. How you doing today? It is good to see you. Yeah, that sounds like a mountain lion. Yeah, but we're not supposed to have those around here. That's the thing. Doesn't mean we don't. Well, in that area anyway. And like I said, this was a long time ago. And that area, there was a zoo. The zoo wasn't close, but they had a place where, like I don't know, what would you call that? Let me think about that. Like a secondary piece of property that they would, it wasn't like for convalescent, it wasn't like for healing the animals, but if they didn't have enough room at the zoo or whatever, it was a secondary piece of property way out where they would keep them, or that zoo was prone to flooding, so that's where they would put the animals if that was happening. And so some people theorize something escaped from there. I have no idea. I have no idea. So this delivery truck is speedy for a delivery truck. It gets up to around 95 miles an hour, give or take, on a straight. The problem is it's got full slicks. So when you take a corner too fast, it goes up on two wheels really easy. And I have, like that, I have rolled it multiple times, and I'm trying not to do that. But yeah, they pay us a little bit to do this. In fact, I need to double check. I believe we're caught up. I don't think they owe me anything right now. Sorry, I said I'm good. I just woke up. Well, good morning. I slept late today. I didn't get up till like 5:15. So for those that haven't seen the Foundry stuff yet, I think it's a lot like, and I don't know this for a fact because I've not done the farm stuff, but I think it's a lot like the farm deliveries. We have this truck, which is the best one you can get out of the Foundry. And we drive up here to the mine and we collect whatever it is we're after, which this load is diamonds. And then we drive back to the Foundry. And truth be told, it's kind of boring because every load has the exact same pickup point. But it's quick, so it ain't that big a deal. And I like to amuse myself by going slightly different ways. For example, let's off-road this bitch. Whee! The problem again is with those slick tires, I can't take that turn too tight. That was not a good example. I usually can slide it through that somewhat. And then one of my amusing parts, let's see if it's here today. It is not. A lot of times when you're driving up here, one of those big ass dump trucks is coming through here and you have to navigate around him or wait on him. So yeah, this is what this stream is boring money grind. We already sold all the stuff we stole last night. Like I said earlier, we were with the outcasts. We split up, is what we did. So Clayton and Lexi were running around together, and me and Eric were. And we started out grave robbing. And Eric and I both just kind of went, eh. So we quit grave robbing and went and robbed grocery stores and digidens instead. And we ended up making, Eric made 50 grand. We didn't do quite that well. We made, I forget what I said, 37 grand, I think is what we made. So, and it was quite low stress because we did not have a single officer show up. So it was an easy 37 grand. So that was nice. So I got that going for me. Ben said it's a grind. Yeah, it's a grind. But like, I'm not going to be doing it like when I can be doing crime stuff, but like this time of day, yeah, why not? I help them out. They put a little money in my pocket. We all make a little money. Why not? And again, you know, hopefully it helps them with providing stuff to the outcasts. So it's a win-win-win. But this would be a good gig for somebody that's just getting into Redline, that needs, you know, quick little jobs for money. The problem there is with the access that you get to the foundry, it's got to be somebody that's trusted. And therein lies the rub, right? Because if you're brand new into Redline, you're not really trusted, are you? So, because like I can get in there and do all kinds of things in the foundry, but, and I hadn't messed with a bit of it because I don't want to mess up that relationship. Yeah. So it may be, and maybe we'll have a conversation with Boujou and John at some point in the future. You know, if you guys want me to start doing some more of this stuff, I can, to help y'all out. Like, because right now what happens is I fill up the stock in the foundry, and that's it, right? And I have to wait on one of them to come do whatever to empty the stock. And then I can do a few more runs. Whereas if they would teach me what they want done, now it would have to be, you know, done in a way that makes us all a little bit of money. Fuck. But I wouldn't mind helping out with that. But we'll figure it out. You know, it's one of those things, again, it's a trust thing, yeah? So we start here, we see how things go, and then maybe we can do a little more and see how that goes, and or not. You know, if this is all they want me to do, maybe that's it. I don't know. But we figure it out. I am starting to wrap it. I mean, I know I've liked Boujou. Boujou has been there, a good friend of Casey's, pretty much since day one, yeah? But I am really starting to like John, too. Okay, so going back to our farms. So now the gold farm, no, not the gold farm, the diamond farm. Let's go ahead and do a gold run. And then we'll do another diamond and we'll see where that gets us, yeah? Confirm. Oh, I need to write that down. That's what I have to do, is I have to make myself a little note, otherwise I'll forget, because they're paying me by the load, yeah? And if I don't write it down, I lose track of how many I did. Like yesterday, I sent them a number I did, which was 3. And it might have actually been 4, but I can't remember, and I'm not going to screw them. I'd rather get underpaid than overpaid. You know what I mean? And it was on me, so I just said it was 3. It might have been 4, but I think it was 3, but I'm not positive, so I just said 3. But yeah, everything's a bit grindy. But see, and I know some people fuss about that. And sometimes it does get old. I like the grind overall, though. I like the challenge of oh, for example, getting to where we could sell cocaine, although I don't do a lot of that anymore. But going through learning how to do weed, get customers, which we need to get some more customers. We need to max those out eventually. Now we can make cocaine and sell it. And I, I don't a lot. We might do a little bit more because it is quick cash. Maybe Casey might like his own business at some point. I'm not sure about that yet. Because I don't know what it would be if we did. I don't think it would be a restaurant. I mean, maybe if we had a couple of good managers. I mean, I could see at some point maybe doing a gas station if it was the right location. But you got to have money in the bank to buy the gas station and then to upgrade it. And I don't know. The foundry business intrigues me. But there's not any of them available, and we don't have that kind of money right now anyway, And of all the people we know that own foundries, I don't think any of them are ever going to sell or let them go. I could be wrong. And I'll tell you something that we just have not messed with at all, really, and we ought to start checking into more, is the malls. Like, it occurred to me last night while we were robbing houses, I don't think I have ever robbed one of the malls, for example. I know I've never robbed a pharmacy. Alright, let's see if I can do it a little better this time. So let's go ahead and slow down, turn. That was a little better. I've done better. That's how I amuse myself on this grindy crap where I do the same thing over and over. Is I do stuff like that and see if I can get better at it. See, there you go. Here he comes. Here, let me get out of your way. You come on through. Come on through, because you ain't... Oh, you are stopping. You didn't have to stop. There you go. I figure it's kind of like, in the sailing world, we have a phrase, might makes right. When one of those big-ass barges is coming down the Intracoastal Waterway, yeah? And I'm in a sailboat. Technically, in some instances, maybe... See, there's some coal regs that get involved that a lot of people, wreck guys, don't think about. I don't care about all of that. I can argue that I'm in the right of way all I want. But if I'm dead on the bottom of the water, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, might makes right. If there's a big-ass barge coming down and the channel... I mean, again, they've got limited maneuverability, too, when they're in a channel. But I'm not going to argue right away. I'm going to get the fuck out of their way and make sure I stay alive. Even if I technically have the right of way. Kind of like that with that big-ass thing. I'm going to get out of his way and let him drive. There was one sailing trip I was on one time, and that's exactly what was going on. This one was a small boat challenge, and like small, like 12, 14, 16-foot boats. And I was along more in a support role than anything else in my quote-unquote big boat. But it's a sailboat, and I was sailing too. And we were going through a very narrow section of the ICW where, like if you get out of the channel, even my sailboat would ground, yeah? It draws about 6 feet. So, but yeah, there's they dredge the channel, and the way they dredge it, you end up with humps on either side of it. So if you're outside of the channel, you've got at low tide, 1.5 feet maybe to clear that hump. So anyway, the point is, there was a big ass barge coming through where they do the barges double wide, and that guy was not able to maneuver. He just had to do what he had to do to get through the channel. And there's this lake sailor and this little, I don't remember what kind of boat it was, but it was something that was 12 feet long. And this barge is coming at him, and he's in the middle of the channel, tacking across it. And the barge starts blowing his horn, and he gets on his little hand-rolled radio and says, "I'm a sailboat, damn it, I have the right of way." No. No, that's not how that works, brother. So I had to crank up my engine, and I raced over to him and threw him a rope and dragged his ass out of the way so the barge could get through. It's funny as hell. That's the short version. The long version of that story got told in sailing circles for years when we'd get together. I missed my turn, chat. Sitting there talking sailing shit, and I missed my turn. That was a good little trip for the small boat guys, because it was a challenge. Basically, the idea was do 120 miles in 3 days, which on a big boat, no big deal. I mean, it was just a pleasure cruise for me. But on these little boats, like most of them, like they would camp on the beach, yeah, because there was no cabin. Basically, that's what you would do. You would sail all day, you'd stop, we'd have a campfire, hang out together, cook dinner, drink beers, whatever. Get up early the next morning and go again. Well, I mean, the small boats would be sailing all day. Me, I would drive right past where I needed to stop. I could laze about and leave at like 10 in the morning and still be one of the first ones to the end point.
Whatever.
Which, quite often, because I was in a support role, is what I'd do. I'd let them get a couple-hour head start on me. So that way I could be behind them. So if I needed to tow somebody or drop off supplies or whatever, I could. Brando, how you doing, brother? Just got from a week-long backpacking trip. That sounds awesome, brother. Hope all is well with Tater and chat. All is well with me. Wondering what Casey's hair is now. Has it been resolved? I wouldn't say it's resolved. Hang on. He's still rocking the man bun for now. It's grown on me a little bit. Right there. At some point, we'll change it again, but I'm all right with it for now, honestly. We might go back to his original hair. Endgame, it's a wig that he's wearing while his hair grows out. How's that? How's that? Talk about FOMO. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. But it doesn't work with the hat I'm wearing, so we clip it for that. Because otherwise this little man bun sticks out the back of the hat and looks weird. When he puts on his punk rock outfit with his black jeans and his black leather jacket, he kind of looks like he belongs in U2, you know, in the name of love, kind of thing. And all right with that. All right, so we've got 63% left. 1,000 kgs. So what does that mean? If we do another 800, that puts us at 24. Let's do another diamond and see what that does for us. Yeah, let's do a diamond. And then we'll decide if it's worth doing a partial load or not after that.
Man,
Brando said, "Cowboy hat, ha ha ha, I'm in, I approve." There you go. Games, Anime, and Music said it's like having the right of way in a crosswalk. You may have the legal right, but it doesn't change the fact if you stand in front of a moving vehicle on principle, splat. Exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah. And I have just seen and heard of too many boats getting rammed by those barges. You know, because when you think about the raw tonnage, a heavy bar, you know, you got that big-ass towboat pushing whatever it is. I mean, it could be coal, it could be LNG, which those you want to stay the fuck away from for other reasons. I mean, hell, sometimes you'll see them just loaded down with oyster shell, because they'll use oyster shell around here for lots of things. It gets turned into fertilizer, gets crushed up and turned into gravel, all kinds of shit. And those are heavy fucking barges. They cannot stop. So stay the fuck away from them. And even when I'm sailing, yeah, I get it. I have limited maneuverability because I'm at the mercy of the wind. But if you're a decent sailor, I mean, you can sail every direction but upwind. And if you're in space, if your quarters are that tight, now I get it, like that little boat I was talking about. You know, those little boats, most of them don't have motors. But if I'm sailing in super tight quarters, even if I'm sailing on the wind, if it's that tight and traffic's busy, I'll go ahead and crank my engine up and have it idling. So if I need it, it's there. You know what I mean? Although, to be fair, there were several years that the engine on my boat was out of commission, and I just said, fuck it, and left it out of commission. That's true. That's true. The only times it was really a problem was getting in and out of marinas. And there's ways around that, too. Oh, and then the year I got towed off the Navy base. Yeah. That was a monumental fuck-up on my part. That was when I didn't have my engine. And I misjudged the wind and the current coming across a pass. And I got pushed into a naval air station and beached. And the MPs showed up. They were very polite about it. Polite but firm. Figure out how to get your boat out of here now, or we're going to do it, and you're not going to like what happens when we do it. Yes, sir. Luckily, that was one that I was sailing with friends, and they came and towed me off. And that was another one of those stories that got told in sailing circles for years. The legend of the Ocho, meaning an 8-horsepower motor that towed us off. Yeah, good times, good times. How do you kill a redneck vampire with a silver mullet? I took the wrong way. Fuck. There we go. Problem solved. O2 said, reminds me of the naval story my grandfather used to tell me about the naval ship and lighthouse. Yeah? Oh, back up a little bit further. There we go. Hey, Neil, how you doing? Neil said, sorry, I was there, only just come back in with the dogs. Yeah? Hope you had a good walk with the dogs, brother. Oh, I got a dog story to tell in a minute, too. I want to hear the story about the naval ship and the lighthouse. I don't know that one, I don't think. Now, see, and this is where I'm torn. Which way do I like going better? Because we could go to the left, the way their little yellow line says, and that's not bad. Or we could go to the right. And I tend to do this, just for variety. I tend to either swap it up, or I tend to come up one way and go back down the other, just because. I think the other way is probably a little easier. Because this one I can dodge like this, but this thing slows down a bunch once it leaves the pavement. So yesterday morning I wake up, and I make my coffee, and the dog and I go outside, and the dog does her business. And then she comes running back in with her tail tucked between her legs, acting like something was after her. Like I thought something was after her. Well, it kind of was. She had pooped, and she had a hanger. She had a Klingon. Yeah? Dragging behind her. Ugh. So then I had to get a paper towel and take care of that situation, both off of her rear end and off the carpet where she decided to drag it. Joys of dog ownership. I don't know why she can't drag her ass in the grass to take care of that. I don't know why she thinks she has to come inside to do it. At least she goes outside, you know, when she was younger. And sometimes still, like if it's really, really thunderstorming and raining, she won't go outside. And it's like, ugh. But at least she's mostly trained herself. She's got a spot in the bathroom, so She used to be real bad about going in both the boys' rooms and dropping a turd. And I'm like, stop doing that. He has. It's funny how dogs are different too. My last dog, y'all have heard me talk about her. Best dog I've ever had. No offense to our current dog. She's sweet as she can be. Dumb as a box of rocks, but sweet. The last dog I had was just amazing. But yard training, I guess is the word. That dog was super easy. No, I crate trained her. For those that train dogs, you know what I mean. Her crate was her safe space. Like to the point that I got to the, ended up living in a house where I didn't feel like she had to stay in a crate, so I just took the door off. But that was still her safe space. That's where she would go to be left alone. So she had that crate her whole life. Anyway, she was really easy to house train. Like she had really just one accident, unless she was sick or something, and that was it. She was done. This Chihuahua, is that somebody's or is that a local's? All right, what have we done? We have done 2 diamonds and 1 gold. And yesterday, that had us full enough it wasn't worth doing. But there was a little bit of stock when we started too. So let's see where we're at now. I mean, it wasn't worth doing after we did those 3 loads. Not talking straight. Let's see what it looks like now. So today, what do we got? Yeah, see, we're at 93. Yeah, see, it's not worth running another load because we can only grab 200 and something kgs. So it's not worth it. Okay. There. And see, they'll pay us at some point when we're all around. And they both seem to freak out about it a little bit more than I do. I know they're good for it. If I don't get paid for a day or 2, it ain't no big deal. It's not a ton of money. It's a little bit of money. Ain't that big a deal. Okay, now let's go see what's going on with this truck, yeah? Get in. Get in. O2 said the confrontation, a massive U.S. Navy battleship cruises through the blinding mist. Suddenly, the lookout spots a bright light directly in the ship's path, just a few miles ahead. Okay. Oh, that reminds me of a scary story I'll tell in a minute. The proud Navy captain grips his radio handset. He sends out an urgent transmission to the unknown vessel. Please alter your course 15 degrees north to avoid a collision. A static-filled voice responds immediately over the radio. Negative. Recommend you alter your course 15 degrees south. The escalation. The captain grows furious at the defiance. He barks into the radio, flashing his authority. This is the captain of a United States Navy ship. I say again, alter your course 15 degrees north. I know where this is going. The calm voice crackles back. Negative. I say again, alter your course 15 degrees south. Enraged, the captain decides to use the ultimate threat of military might. This is the USS Missouri. I'm waiting on you to catch up. You said aircraft. The Missouri's a battleship. That's okay. We are the largest ship in the fleet. We're accompanied by 3 destroyers and numerous support vessels. I demand you change your course 15 degrees north or we will be forced to, and I'm assuming open fire. I'm waiting for the payoff, brother. I'm waiting. Out of the way. will be forced to countermeasures to ensure the safety of the ship. A brief silence fills the airwaves, then the radio crackles to life one last time. This is a lighthouse. Your call. Love it. Love it. Thanks, O2, for sharing it. I love it. Silver Dragon said, theory my parents had when I was a wee dragon. Used to go for a tramp in the woods every morning. The tramp got sick of it and moved. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, there was another sailing trip I did. We're going way back. We're going into my 20s, yeah. There was another sailing trip I did one time where I had to work. There was a group of my friends that were sailing. And the first day they were sailing, I had to work. So as soon as I got off work, I went down to my boat and got in the water to hightail it to meet up with them. Which what that meant was I had a long night run. I started off sailing, but once it got dark enough, the wind died down enough, I cranked up the engine so I could catch up with them. Because I had to go... I don't remember anymore. Something like 60 or 70 miles to catch up with them to start the next day. And the long and short of it is I ended up in the Santa Rosa Sound at somewhere around 11 o'clock at night, motoring along. It was... It was foggy as hell. And all my wrecks, I have never fucked up like that on this bridge. What the fuck? Anyway, so it was foggy, it was dark as hell, it was disorienting. I'm using my searchlight, blah, 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 cruising along in the channel. And there's this light in front of me. Well, I didn't think anything about it. It's a steady white light. I didn't think anything about it because it was late, my brain was foggy, and I wasn't paying attention. And I kept going, and I kept going. And that light was not moving. It was just steady right in front of me. So I decided in my infinite wisdom that it must be like a light on top of a marker or a channel marker or something I wasn't familiar with. I don't know why I decided that, because that was 100% the wrong call, which I realized when I just about rear-ended a fucking tugboat. It was their stern light. But in the fog, I didn't catch that because it looked like I was inside of a ping pong ball. Yeah. And that's what told me to quit running at 8 knots and slow down. Because I nearly rear-ended the back of a fucking tugboat. So I did. I slowed down and I caught up with my buddies about 3 in the morning is what ended up happening out of that. 2 in the morning, something like that. Those are some of those stupid, dumbass experiences that make us smarter in what we do if they don't kill you. Yeah, because I could have seriously hurt myself or my fucking boat. Because those tugboats, the way their motors, or their propellers work, it's almost like jet engines underwater, right? And they create these huge turbulent wakes. And if you get too close to the back of them, they will, in those vortexes, they will fuck you up. There's somebody. We're going to disappear over here just a minute. That'll work. Oh, we need to go get food before I clock in. We're going to do a mechanic shift next, but I'm going to take a break before we do that because I'm going to try to do that for about an hour if I can. So, Tater, clip this now. I did. I got it. I appreciate you, Wade Gray. Wade Gray, how you doing today? It's good to see you, brother. Paul said there's a curb there. Appreciate it. Yeah, there was a fucking curb there. Yes, there was a curb there. Silver Dragon, how did the Firefly feel when it backed into a fan? Delighted. Oh my God. Paul Dunn said, missed the first half of the story. What, you're talking about my boat? I have a 26-foot trailer sailor. It is a McGregor 26X, which sailing people hate it. Motorboating people hate it, and I totally get it. They are ungainly. They are slow. But for my station in life, they're the perfect boat. They're not going to win any races. If I want to race, which I did a lot of racing in my 20s and 30s, but I'd race with other people. It's like an RV on the water. And they're great because I can take my family of 5, put them on the thing, go for a week-long trip. It's cramped, but we can do it. And there's not any other boat I know of in the world that I can tow behind my truck, keep in my backyard, that will do that. Yeah. So that's what I own now. Yeah. Okay, I like weird vehicles if you hadn't figured it out. I drove a Honda Ridgeline. Currently, I drive a Jeep Gladiator. I have what is widely considered to be the ugliest sailboat in the world sitting in my yard. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's me. I like weird shit. I do. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to pee, and then we're going to do a mechanic shift. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
It's a good day to be me. The shifts feeling wild and free. Got a tank full of gas and a dog named Mav. Living for the moments that we didn't know we'd have. Rolling down the windows when I see a pretty, pretty face. Hey now! Setting my own rhythm, setting my own pace. Keeping it steady or stomping the gas. Staying one step ahead so the good times last. Hit a dirt road detour just to see where it goes, where the law doesn't look and the creek water flows. Met a couple of boys at the trailhead gate, said the water's looking fine and the fishing is great. I gave them a wave and a how do you do, maybe made a couple friends before the day was through. Yeah, the sheriff's got a job and I've got mine. Long as I'm on the move, I'm doing just fine. One hand on the wheel, one hand on the dog. Clearing out the cobwebs, clearing out the fog. If they're looking for Casey, tell them good luck. You can find me in the mud in a sunset truck. Yeah, it's a good day, feeling free. Got a tank full of gas and a dog named Mav. Living for the moments that we didn't know we'd have. Yeah, it's a good day to be me. Wild and free. Ripping through the shifts, feeling wild and free. Got a tank full of gas and a dog named Mav. Living for the moments that we didn't know we'd have. Rolling down the windows when I see a pretty, pretty face. Hey now! Setting my own rhythm, setting my own pace. Keeping it steady or stomping the gas. Staying one step ahead so the good times last. Yeah, it's a good day to be me. So good. Ripping through the shifts, feeling wild and free. Got a tank full of gas and a dog named Mav. Living for the moments that we didn't know we'd have. Rolling down the windows when I see a pretty, pretty face. Looking good. Setting my own rhythm, setting my own pace. Keeping it steady or stomping the gas. Staying one step ahead so the good times last. One step ahead, yeah, me and Mav. Just another good day. Get 'em, boy. Best truck in the county. Look at that tail wag. Kick it in the 4-low. Me and Mav keep on rolling. Dirt in the fenders. Good dog, Mav. Taking it home. Yeah.
Like a swampy, you know? Yeah, that's it.
At Wade Gray M6C just gifted 5 memberships.
Bring the band in now. Let's get that stomp going. 1, 2. Bring the 1, 2, 3.
Big W is in the chat for Wade Gray. Wade and Shadow Wolf are our stream sponsors at the moment. And I don't know why my overlay's not working. Let's look at that real quick. Thank you so much, Wade. I appreciate you, brother. More than y'all know. Why is it not working? I don't know, but it's not. It's supposed to be working now. It worked the last stream. It worked. Why is it not working today? So we'll do it manually instead. Save that. Did that fix it? Yes, yes it did. Thank you so much, brother. Ben Marker said, so if it's a tater stream with French-style driving, does that make it French dries or JoJo's? I'm sorry, French fries or JoJo's. I don't know. Kiss my ass. All right. I'm going to kill the music because I know what comes on next, and we've heard enough of it. Boop. I need to come up with some new songs. I missed my turn. I missed my turn. The Outcasts were giving me shit about my driving last night. I'm like, fuck y'all. Have I gotten you cooked yet? No. No. And then, who was it? Was it, Luis, I think, was saying, maybe not, but you you damn near killed me. But I didn't. All right. Oh, shit. We need our mechanic stuff, which is where? I reorganized where I keep things so shit doesn't get stolen out of the Gladiator. And I don't remember where I kept it. We need food, too. Son of a bitch, I am so not ready for this. I think it is in the truck now. I think is where I put it. Ben said, not my job. And O2, I saw your comment about French driving, too. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Who's the worst driver, me or French? Okay, so I didn't put it there. Where did I put it? I don't know, but we'll put these back for now. We don't need any of this for now. Where did I put it? I want to buy another van, but I feel like I need more money in the bank before we do that. Because we filled up both vans doing crime last night. So I'm like, did I leave it in the Jeep? I didn't think I did. Ain't nobody around. We can leave this sitting here. I didn't think I did, but maybe I did. No, I did not. Fuck, where did I put it, chat? Did I put it in one of the vans? Yes, I did, because the truck is full. Not this truck. The white truck is full. I put it in one of the vans. I don't remember which one. And I need to not do that. I need to pick a better spot. But the car that I wasn't driving, I'm now driving. No. No. The fuck? Where did I put it? Where's the green van? This is why I hate rearranging all my shit. It's why I want to buy more vehicles and label them what they are. There it is. Okay. So let's pull all of this shit out. So it's just... Oh, well, no. That won't work. That won't work. Actually, here. Do this. We'll do it like that for now. And then put that away. And then... Might as well pull out. Is it this one? No. You look good. You're good. You, I know, are good. You could use a repair. We'll drive this one. We'll fix up our vehicles while we pull a mechanic shift. That's what we'll do. Oh, made it worse. I messed around with this one a little bit too. This is the Lampadati. Oh, that's not where we're going. We're going for sandwiches. How much money we got? $400. We need a little bit of cash. Paul said, thanks, Wade. Appreciate the gifted. Yeah, big W's to Wade. If y'all don't have your gifted memberships turned on and you want to get them, make sure and double check that. If you look at the bottom of chat and the right side, there's a here in the US, I don't know if it's this way for everybody, but it looks like looks like a dollar bill, right? It's a rectangle with a dollar sign on it. Make sure you go in there and check your settings to turn on your gifted memberships, yeah? And on that note, I know some channels give away gifted memberships, and I struggled with forever on why I couldn't do that, because every month I try and I can't. And I finally figured out why I can't. Squeeze the Tater is a branded account, because that's how I set it up when I started streaming. And brand accounts cannot give away gifted memberships. So I'm not being stingy or whatever. I just don't get the free ones like some of the other types of accounts do. Trade-off. Kind of sucks. Okay, we'll do this when we're on the clock. Fuck it. We'll deal with the truck first. Okay, so let's get on the clock. Let's start making some money, yeah? Put this one there. Oh, yes. Yeah, that works. So... Clock in. Clock in. Okay. What is today? Today's Tuesday, yeah? No, I don't want to do it that way. Oop. And then let's put on our mechanicing outfit instead of our trucking outfit, just because. Put that back up there. Where is mechanic? Or we could put on punk rock. But where's mechanic? Right there. Okay. And put your hair back. There we go. All right, catch up with you guys. 80Con, hi, how are you doing today? It is good to see you. You said, is this GTA 5? Yeah, it's a roleplay. It is a 5M server called Redline, which is based off of GTA 5. Sure is. Good to see you. How you doing? Jenkins! What's up, brother? Have to make a second account to do it? How does that work? I'll have to look at that. How does that work? Dark Pepper Theory, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Did I catch up with everybody? Did I miss anybody? Oh man, Jenkins in the chat. Save up your boosting coins so you can do VIN scratch on one of the large cargo vans. That is 100% the goal. We have boosting gear, but we've done one boost as a group. That's it. In fact, that's actually one of the things I was gonna try last night, but we ended up robbing stores instead. But yeah, that is high on Casey's radar, is boosting. And that's a part of it. I want, like Daniel just flat out bought one of those vans. Fuck that. I'm not ever going to drive the thing. Let's boost. Let's get one or two of them through boosting instead, yeah? Okay, so we need to order a repair kit for sure for this thing. And then let's take a look, because I already put that order in. Let's take a look at this. No servicing data. Okay, so it's not that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Business, order my repair kit here. Oh, I didn't open up the doors. Do you have your tablet open so I can get boosting contracts? I do not. Thank you. Eric keeps reminding me to do that when I wake up, and I keep forgetting. So we will go fix that in a minute. I appreciate the reminder. We're going to repair this car and put it back in the garage, and when we do that, we will take care of the boosting thing. Because I am terrible with that. Wait, wrong vehicle. That's not the one we're doing. Stop it. Let me out. This is the one we're doing. And then we'll have to go put this thing back in trucking at some point. There you go. Log in. Connect. Work orders. Casey. Oh, what's that other work order? I shouldn't have another work order. One QA. What is one QA? That's that one. Oh, okay. I'm so confused. I have no idea what just happened there, but okay. All right, that one is fixed. There ain't anything in here worth stealing, but let's make sure it's locked anyway. Okay, so now we're gonna take care of this one, and then we'll go turn. Well, fuck it. Let's go turn them on now before I forget about it. Yeah, ain't nobody up here. Thank you, Ben, for the reminder, because I totally forgot about that. I always forget about that. And we just saw my boost and shit. Which van do I have that in? Is it the green one or the yellow one? This is why I want another van, so I can organize better. Dark Pepper Theory said, I hope everybody is doing well. And Chad, I hope everybody is doing well as well. Huh. Let me out. No. Get in this one and then put it away. Getting ahead of myself on my buttons, chat. All right, I didn't pull money out of the trucking account. What did we made? I don't know what we made. Close to 40, I think. And I repainted, or no, I haven't. I haven't repainted this one in a while, have I? It's the other one I repainted. Oh, no, don't eat that. Well, actually, I guess we could. We're half hungry. Yeah. Okay. We got that Dark Pepper Theory up in the chat. Love to see all the OGs up in here. Big Tater win. I love you guys so much. I was thinking about that because I haven't been streaming a lot the last few days, right? Because real life's getting in the way. It happens. It's all good. So I have been in a lot of Redline streamers chats, and it just has been seeing people like you, Wade, and you, DPT, and Michael, and Ben, and Shadow Wolf, everybody running through all the different streams, the bigs, the smalls, everything. It's just awesome as hell. I've been lurking a lot. Every now and then I'll comment. And it's not that I'm being weird like I was before, just because, you know, I'm watching the boys or I'm doing shit, so I'll just have it on in the background. But I keep an eye on the chats. I need, I think, another set of full Actually, I need a whole nother round. I know that. Well, I do and I don't. What do I have on this one now?
Fallen Woe number 9973 subscribed to the channel.
Cheers. Thank you so much for the sub there, Fallen 2. I appreciate you, brother. Welcome to Squeeze the Tater. I worked on the hat design some more, by the way. So it'll be a little while, right? Because I've got to send it in. They look over it. They send it back for approval, blah, 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 blah. But because this was the first Squeeze the Tater hat. And I'm not thrilled. Let me see if I can give you a good shot. I'm not thrilled with quite how the colors came out, like his eyebrows and stuff. So I think what we're going to go to is a single color on the headphones, so I can add another color to the potato and then change that color out too. So we'll see how that looks. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know how it comes out. All right, so we got ceramics. Did we do? Yeah, we did full slicks on this one. Okay, which I'm happy with. But you can check out all the merchandise at squeezethetater.com. Used my Squeeze the Tater coffee mug this morning, which was nice. And I need to order some more stickers and magnets because I got rid of them all. Okay, so we already looked at that. I want to look at servicing on this one. Tires are at 9. See, I'm not worried about it because this is not a crime car, so I don't care that it gets down a little bit. We'll leave it alone for now. Dark Pepper Theory said, "Hey, Shadow, I'm good, thanks. Just enjoying some downtime at the moment." That is good. Downtime's always good. All right, I was just a local. I don't feel that bad. Okay, so now let's pull out. Is it this one? No, this one's okay. All right, this one is mostly okay. I'm going to pull it out anyway. Whoa. Well, there it goes. I was going to say. There are a couple things about it I'm not thrilled with, but I really do. I think we're going to sell it. So this one was the one that the former mayor Dan gave us. Why are my windows all missing? I think we're going to try to sell that. I mean, it's not bad. Let me go look at it again. I think I've got semi-slicks on it at the moment. I might put full slicks on it and see how it feels. I like the Lampadati better. And I don't see any sense in owning two four-doors that are so similar. Yeah? Yeah, see this one's in great shape. Pretty sure I got semi-slicks on it. So we need somebody to sell us a set of slicks eventually. And I know some of the mechanics will go ahead and buy them themselves and pay for them later. If I do that, I'm going to forget. I know me. You guys throwing up the W's for Fallen. Absolutely. Appreciate it. We are at, what are we at now? I mean, it blows me away how fast the channel has grown. Let's see, 34 of y'all watching right now. That's awesome. That's not the screen I was looking for. Let me do it over here instead. Is that right? Is that right? 1,147 subs. Fuck yeah. Big W's to every single one of you that have subscribed. I appreciate you so much. That is awesome. That is awesome. Fire Gaming, what's up, brother? How you doing today? There's another name I've been seeing in a lot of people's chats. All right, so we're not going to do anything with this one right now, even though some of the windows are missing. We'll deal with that later. I stripped all the parts off the ballista to put on this one. But you know what? That is something we're going to do. We're going to take them off of this one. And put them back on the ballista. Let's do that. That makes more sense to me. Because I'm not going to drive this one for crime. And if we sell it, somebody else wants to put that shit on it, they can. Nope, wrong one. So remove that. Because the ballista, I could actually see me driving that way. I was hoping this one was going to come out pretty decent, but the other one is just better. It just is. And maybe that's my driving style. In fact, I would list it for sale, but I don't remember how much they go for, and they are in stock, so it's got to be around or less than that. Yeah. Yeah. I might list it for... I'll have to think about this. All right, let's look at it real quick. What do we have? I think I've upgraded. Yeah, it's got the upgraded engine, the turbocharger, and the upgraded. Okay, so everything on it basically is upgraded except the 15 grand stuff. How much is that all worth on a used car? I'll have to think about that. I want to say it goes for... I don't remember. Pull this one out. Just call you fire? All right, brother, I'll do it. But I was in Tommy's basement. What the hell? I don't want to know what goes on in Tommy's basement. That sounds scary. Yet intriguing, too. Yeah, I definitely need to put that shit back on this one. Holy hell. Is this one? Yeah. Yeah. Connect. Oh, wait. Whoa. It wasn't this one? Where did I get that other shit from then? Or did I fuck up? Hang on. Okay, so this one's fixed. Mr. 1RP said, ooh, new car. Which car? I'll show you the one that excites me the most. Although I need to figure this shit out, because I do have extras, because I bought some extra shit, but I really thought I pulled all of that off of that one. Maybe it wasn't. Pull this one out. Let's go look at this one. This is my new baby right here. We're going to customize it and change it up a little bit because it hangs up on shit really badly. But not right now, because I'm feeling broke from buying this guy. Yeah? All right, let me make notes, because I might forget myself. Carmine, how you doing this morning, brother? It's good to see you. So the ballista is now good. Connect, tuning. Okay. Mercedes is good, which is actually a benefactor, but whatever. So what happened with the other one? What else have I put? I know what I put the shit on. I know what I took it off of. Let me double check something, because I really thought I took it off the ballista. Maybe I did. Or maybe I took it off the other one. I don't know what I did. I don't know. Pull this one back out, and let me double check and make sure it's right. Where did I pull a turbo off of? That makes no sense. Did I pull the turbo off of this? That makes no sense. I am so confused. No, this one definitely has its upgrades back off. I am so confused, chat. I don't know what I've done now. This is why I need to write shit down. Casey, how many cars do you have? Not that many. We will go look in just a moment. 11, maybe 12. But I think that's counting like the bicycle on the trailer. So I don't have that many. No, that's what we wanted. Okay. I'll have to figure out what I pulled it off of then. I think it was that beater, because I had some of this shit on the beater at one point. And that made no sense, so I took it off of there. Okay, so that's everybody that's I need to worry about for that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so, but see, here's the thing. Yeah, because Stop it. I didn't mean to go. All right. Well, we're into this anyway. So I have 2 vans now that I don't ever drive. They're just for storage. All right. So there's 2. Okay. Then we have my daily, which is my Jeep, which is 3 right there. Okay. And then we have the 2 crime cars. Well, 3 crime cars now. Let me just count it all up. Let me do the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. But 2 of them are storage vans. One of them's a trailer and one of them's a bicycle. So when you get rid of those 4, 9. We have 9 actual cars. Fire said, I feel the love in this chat. Hell yeah, it's all about the love. Let's all get cozy. Overlord Dog over on Twitch. What's up, brother? W stream mate. This is what I call a chill place. Yeah, we chilling this morning. Cheers. That's usually what happens when I'm just grinding early on Redline. Because there's no, like, cops on, so our opportunities are all chill. So I just chill and hang out with you guys. It's fun. It's fun. Not as much as Bucket. What? R.L. Castleberry, how you going today? It is good to see you. Do I have anything else I want to pull? Yes, actually I do. I need to check the servicing on this one. I think we're okay. And I've been thinking about screwing around with the drift car a little bit, just see what happens. Kendrick has inspired me with all the shit he fucks with. That's not what we need to do. I don't need to repair it. I just want to look at it. And technically I could do it over there, but it's kind of against the rules, A, and B, I want to be here in case somebody shows up, yeah? No, we're fine. We're fine. All right, that's it. That's what we got. We're done with vehicles. So we will chill and chat for a bit. Because I try very hard. I may not today, because literally nobody has come around. But when I do a mechanic shift, I try very hard to do it for an hour. To give anybody in the city time to get up here that might want, you know, to customize shit or get a repair or whatever it might be. So, why don't we pull out Mav. I need to put that shit somewhere. What did I pull a turbo off of? That's going to drive me crazy because you shouldn't do that. Is it possible there was some sort of weird duplication bug that happened there and that's not actually my shit? I don't know. Maybe. I have to go back and look through my vehicles again. Because there is one other one that should have had that stuff on that I don't remember taking it off of, but maybe I did. I'll have to look. No, you know what? Let's do a chair. Do that chair. There we go. That's what we'll do. And while we're here, let's see what's going on up here. Frank works at a mechanic too now, huh? I didn't know that. All right, this is all we were on when these got posted because we were doing crime when Kitty talked about trash. We need to do some trash runs for some materials, but I don't want to do it unless there's 3 or 4 people around that want to do it. Even electric ship boxes. I see I'm not the only one that's got the idea of flipping cars, I see. All right, nothing there. What about trendy?
Okay, I'm recording. Just amazing.
Go on a joyride. I'm not above taking somebody out for a little bit of fun in my plane. I absolutely love flying, and I love to share it with other people.
Well, that's good to know. We might call Fox and take him up on that sometime. That'd be fun. Dark Pepper Theory saying hi to Castleberry. Everybody saying hi. Shadow Wolf said, I mean, we can be toxic if you want.
It's all good.
Who we being toxic to?
No, we won't.
Fire Gaming said, you just clock in, make some free money. Yeah, but I get bored. I'd rather... That's why I don't mind the trucking. Like, you know, some people... Tommy gives me shit about trucking. I don't get bored trucking. There's something to do. Sitting here... Now, when I'm chatting with you guys, fine, whatever. But sitting here, it just gets old. Because I didn't mind as much when I could go work out. But now that Casey has all of his skills... Yeah, it gets old. Speaking of which, yeah, nothing there. Okay. Because we still, are we locked out of this? We are locked out. So the only thing we've got left that we can do now is prison. So we need 3 points for our prison crafting. Okay, that's fine. Because, you know, this one is maxed out. This one is maxed out. That one's been maxed out. So just, it gets old. So when there's not any cops around, you know, you only got so many options. And I don't mind the restaurant as much as I did because I've gotten better at it. So at least there's something to do up there too. But, you know, yeah. Yeah. Not as much as Bucket and Cars. Eh. Bucket's richer than I think I realized. Jaden Smith, how you doing today, brother? It's good to see you. Tommy at the start of 2.0 was trucking. Was he? Oh, he gave me shit about it last night in his stream. Ran into him at the gas station. If y'all were watching his stream, I wasn't streaming, but he was. And I let him drive my new crime car, and he asked what I'd been up to, and I said trucking, and fucking truckers, man. You know, when I'm driving better than I have been today, I mean, I've made $100,000 trucking in a day at this point. It takes a while. It does take a while, but it's doable. You know, somebody in my chat said, oh, people say they can make $100,000 in 2 hours of trucking. I ain't nowhere near that. And I don't know if that's before it got nerfed. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just not as good at it as they are. I don't know. Fire said like crazy. Oh, you just clock in and make some free money like crazy? Oh, no, you're saying Fire says Tommy at the start of 2.0 was trucking like crazy. It's good money. Not as good as it was then, but it's still good money. Shadow Wolf said, yeah, but that was because he was trying to stay legal for his bar card. That's a good point. That's a very good point, Shadow Wolf. See, and that's where, you know, obviously, Casey's not going to be a lawyer. He's a criminal. I wouldn't mind having a lawyer character at some point. Because A, there's never any lawyers around. But then see, this is the same problem I have with a cop character. Yeah. Well, that's not true. It's not the same problem, but it is a problem. I could create a lawyer character, but then when a lawyer character is on, that's when Casey can be doing crime, and I'm not done with Casey. I mean, at some point, maybe I'm done enough with Casey. I wouldn't mind doing that, but right now I'm not at that place. You know, plus I'm not sure that I have a good enough handle on Redline law yet. I feel like that's important. So maybe we ought to make a cop character first, and then we'll think about lawyer. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe I create a legal character that is a cop for a good long while, and then he tries to become a lawyer. I don't know. I'm not there yet. We'll see. We'll see. Casey, are you on the grind? Yes, I'm on a grind. I miss how construction was the pay. Right? Yeah, because they changed that around, right? That was, especially if you had a big crew, that was good money quick. I mean, it's still decent, but it's not like it was, is it? Got to do a prison break. Yeah, maybe. Who's that? Whoever it is, they didn't want to say hi. Almost look like Eddie, but I don't think Eddie works out much, does he? I don't know. So we really have not had the opportunity to do a prison break yet. And what I mean by that is we go to prison a lot. But Casey just hasn't been in there long enough to where I felt like it was worth it. Yeah. You know, the longest stretch we had, we explored a lot of that stuff and learned where a lot of the stuff to do a prison break was. And I need to do some more of that because like there's a crafting bench that we found, but I haven't figured out how to get to. And somebody, I don't remember who it was, somebody told us how to get to it, but I couldn't figure it out. So I got to get in there and explore again. Who was it that told us that? I forget his name. I haven't seen him around in a while. There are several people that were around when I first started that I have not seen in a hot minute. And I don't know if we're just on at different times now, or if they got bored and have left the city, or just taken a break. I don't know. Including a fellow that had a car I would love to have, and I don't know if he sold it to somebody else or he still has it. But I have not seen him in a month or two. So I don't know. Fire said, I'm pretty sure Tommy told you. Tommy, see, this is where it gets weird. Tommy told us a lot of stuff. I don't think he told us about how, and maybe he did, and I just don't remember it. This other guy, deep voice guy, walked us around the prison and said, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this one day. And we didn't do any of it because he was getting ready for release. He was just showing me where doors were and what went where. And I know he told us it was down there. I just don't remember exactly because we've gone downstairs and we've gone all around the outside. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Tommy told us something about we have to go down and then back up and around. And I got lost. I'll have to do it to remember it. Michael said it could be Eddie. He's only reset his skills for the 4th time. Yeah. Primer said, hey, I've been close to the break and gotten bored. I hear you. And that's, you know, that's why I play other games sometimes too. It's just like I said earlier, right? Or did I say that earlier? Or did I tell that to my, that's Eddie. Who else does that? Right now, my gaming time is so limited that I'm just kind of focused on Casey's money grind, but I like playing other stuff sometimes too. So I get it. Plus, you know, you get burned out, especially those of you that have been around Redline 2.0 since it started. Y'all probably need a break. I get it. Lord of the Taki, how are you doing today? It is good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. What is that? It's going to be a local ambulance coming to get that guy. That's not how I want to do that. It's stuck to my hand. Oh no. I got a phone super glued to my hand. Where did the ambulance just left? I was going to beat them up when they came to save this guy, but it just left. Okay. All right, what am I missing? Said hi to Taki. He told Sophie. Sounds like you need to do less crime and more urban terrorism. Really? What the hell? RJ is the old commish. Yeah, that's before my time. Michael said it's definitely Eddie. I agree. Yeah, I think so. Of course, lots of people do that. Start playing Phasmophobia. I've played Phasmo a little bit. We could do another Phasmo. I mean, we've gotten into WoW a little bit. Thanks, Macca, for that addiction. We got some other stuff we'd like to do too. I mean, hell, some of the crew was playing Among Us last night, and if I hadn't just climbed into bed, I would have done that with them too. That looks fun. Fire Gaming said, Fire. You said call you Fire. Said, I'm gonna go, but I'll be back in about 30. All right, brother. Thanks for hanging out for a while. We'll see you next time. Lord of the Taki said, I saw your stream on the server, so I checked it out and followed. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that. Redliners are Like Pokemon, as we say, you gotta find them and collect them all, yeah? All right, that's driving me nuts. I gotta fix that. I didn't fix it. Oh, I did, but now my phone's just... Ooh, ghost phone. Woohoo, ghost phone. That's funny shit. All right, how long have we been here? I can't stand it no mo. We have been here a whopping 33 minutes. All right, I guess I can stand it a little bit longer because we are getting paid. Where are we at? We should be 157 plus what I got in the truck in place. We should be getting close to 200 again. All right, we're going to set a deadline. No, we're not. I'm not even worried about that. Nobody's around that cares. They haven't shown up. So we'll just stay open a couple more minutes and then shut her down because I've had enough. Lord of the Talkie said, yeah, I love Redline. Hope to be joining it one day. Well, I wish the best for you. So... My regulars get tired of hearing me. I'm a broken fucking record. You've just helped me stay on the clock because I'm going to talk. I appreciate you, brother. Let's sit down. Pop a squat. Mav, you're behind me. That's fine. Pop a squat and listen to old Uncle Tater. I got into Redline content during COVID. And I don't remember exactly. I'm going to try to do the short version because I know my regulars get sick of hearing this story. I don't remember who I saw first. It was either Trey or Frenchie. One of the two. I watched a content video. And then I started watching the other. And I enjoyed that because I do think that stuff's fun. But what really got me hooked was watching the RP. Yeah, because I went and I found some other people. And I was a fan, but I didn't really have an interest in playing until 2.0 came out this past January. And, oh, I got addicted. The biggie that I was watching over and over was Detective Elite Prime, when Ralph was on his cop arc. And he would do these long streams. And if he was on, that's what I was watching. But then I went and I found everybody, right? I would start my day either with Canadian Gamers, Eddie, or with Aria, because one of the two of them would be streaming for what was morning for me. Or sometimes Macca, but usually it's one of those two. And I would just flop through everybody I could find. And I got addicted. And I said, I want to do this. So I started 5M on a different server. And after I felt like I had enough 5M experience under my belt, I applied and I shot my shot. And here we are. So that's the story of Tater and Redline. The short version. Ben said, I want to be the very best Noah ever was to catch the... Oh, you're doing the Pokemon quote. To catch them all is my real test. To train them is my cause. Pokemon. I hadn't played Pokemon Go in a long time, but we used to be really into that too. Is that even still a thing? Maybe we should get back into that. That'd be a good way to get the boys some exercise. We got a couple gyms within walking distance of the house, but really we'd have to like drive a little bit. Chair CC popcorn. I don't speak emoji. What the fuck? What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh. Well, that's new. Sorry, I just noticed some new shit on the Twitch dashboard. I might have to play with some of this off stream sometime. Because I don't know what any of that shit does. And I don't want to hit the button right now and, you know, screw up whatever's going on over there. We got 95 followers over on Twitch now. That's friggin' cool. Everybody watches on YouTube, except maybe Games, Anime, and Music, Jody. Y'all are my two regulars on Twitch. There might be a couple others, but y'all are the regulars. YouTube, if that's right, 36 at the moment. See, I never pay attention to that shit. Oh, sat listening to story time. Yeah, but DPT, you've been around enough. You've probably heard that story 20 times. That's what us old people do. We tell the same stories over and over and over again. But that's my story. And for my regulars, you know, especially those first weeks, I was nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs because I didn't want to fuck it up. And I have fucked up a few things here and there, but I just love being here. You know, getting to play in the same sandbox as all of these streamers that I love is amazing. Y'all hang on a second. Okay. Lord of the Talkie said Trey for me. I watched him also since 2022 or something. Since then, I've been watching. I learned how to know French, then Bucket, Harry, Tommy, Opie, and then today I got to know you. I appreciate you coming along. Oh, yeah. Like to the point, some of them, like Britt herself, okay, which is another one. She made me cry the early days of my streaming. And like I watched so much of her, I thought she'd been around forever. No, she just joined this year, but I really thought she'd been around for a long time too. But I got addicted to watching everybody after 2.0 came out. And so to complete that story, when 2.0 came out, watching Elite do Ralph through his cop arc, that's when I said I wanted to join Redline. So I went and found some other cities to get some experience in. I didn't plan on streaming at that point, but if you recall, the first big prison break, it was Frenchie and Aria's crime character, whose name escapes me at the moment, and T-Bond and that Felix guy. I haven't seen him in a while. They broke out of prison, and Harry responded, and I think Mark was there, and I think Dan was there. So I was watching it. I don't remember now. I was either watching Havoc stream or Aria stream, one of the two. I was flipping between the two live. But afterwards, I went and I watched everybody's VODs after the fact because I couldn't get enough of that whole prison break. And that's when I decided I wanted to stream. And if that was my contribution to Redline, what was being another point of view, that was good enough for me. And here we are. Here we are. Primer said, I started the RP at the beginning of the year and went through 3 whitelisted servers until I applied for Redline. Brother, oh. So there is one. I don't mind popcorn. I enjoy popcorn. It's not truly, it is whitelisted. It's not an application. You just have to verify through Discord with them, which keeps the riffraff out. It's a fun place to play. The other servers I won't talk about because I went through so many that were so awful. Like, there was one, I don't think it made it. I think it shut down. There was one, it wasn't economy based. It had the, what's it called? V menu or whatever, where if you wanted a car, you just spawned it in. If you wanted a gun, you just spawned it in. That one was terrible. There was another one that I was in that did have somewhat of an economy. Like you got starter money and starter food. And I've told this story before. That one, like I hadn't been in it more than maybe 10 minutes. And another player hijacked me. And I thought, okay, well, we'll do a hijacking scene. This will be fun. No. He just took me in a back room and killed me to steal all my starter stuff. And then basically told me, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it because there's no cops on, no ambulances. You're just going to have to sit back here till you can see the light. And then you won't have anything. He was just power gaming and being an asshole to be an asshole. And I left that server and never went back. You know. There are good RP reasons to rob people and to steal shit, but RP it. Don't just be a dick because you can. You know what I mean. Hang on. Yeah, Primer is Luis. We're in the same group called the Outcasts. Fuck yeah, brother. Had a lot of fun. I need you, give me just a little bit longer, and then I got some fun stuff we're going to go do, okay?
What is it?
Well, I'll tell you off stream. I don't want to talk about it on stream. Okay? You go amuse yourself. Okay. Katana, so that's a real D move. That's what happens in public servers, though. And I mean, you hear that same story over and over and over. Or, you know, you will have servers where the admins just lord over the server. And that sucks. And I'm not talking about, this is why, part of why I love Redline, because you have the big five that do their content stuff and get to operate that way, but it's all fun. And at the end of the day, I have a lot of fun when I do that stuff or whatever. I mean, they're not like total dickbags with it. Yeah. But yeah, public 5M servers. Oh my God. You want to find you a good whitelisted one. And it doesn't have to be Redline. Redline's not for everybody. But yeah. I have noticed they're either new or new to me Redline streamers out there, Lord. Lord of the Taki, are you talking about the Taki chips, those nasty little things, by the way? Gross! My teenager monkey likes those. Actually, Tater Tot eats a couple of them flavors too. I found some new ones in the last week or so, and I don't know what you do. What I like to do... On what are you waiting? What? Waiting for what? What? One of the things that I like to do is every now and then I will search in YouTube RedlineRP, and I'll find somebody new. That's pretty cool. You know, I found Lazy Sourdough not too long ago that way. I found, what is it? He has Sean in his name. Shaunalator, something like that. That way. There is somebody I'm not going to talk about yet because it's not my story to tell. I believe this person will be an extraordinarily popular Redline YouTuber that does not stream currently but is talking about it. You know, I mean, hell, look at Deathly Kitten. She plays Kitty in game. She was not a streamer. And if she's not at 500 subs yet, she is damn close, and she's only been streaming a couple weeks. You know. It's awesome. It's the Redline community. It's not us, though. Well, with somebody like Kitty, I think it is, because she's very talented at what she does. Yeah. You know, with me, it ain't me. It's you guys. Y'all are the ones that are friggin' awesome. All right, how long have we been here? We're going to call it. I've had enough. I've had enough. Close that door. Mav, you got to go away or we're going to end up with a phantom dog, which greatly pisses off Lexi. Oh, well, he already left. My dragon just said, so, Lord, since you're new, this is kind of a family deal. You just saw Tater Tot, my littlest, right? I'm an old man dad. Dragon Sky Queen in chat is my partner, his mom. And so she was saying hi. She's at work. I thought I pulled... Did I not? No, I didn't pull anything out of here, did I? Okay. All good. Come here. Mama's right there saying hi.
Hi, Mama.
Yeah, wave and say hi, Mama.
Hi, Mama.
There you go. All right, amuse yourself for a little bit, okay? Okay.
You know how to delete.
Do I know how to delete? What are you trying? Don't be deleting anything.
No, I have a game that's too scary for me.
Okay, well, leave it alone. I'll help you with that after a while, okay? Just remind me. Okay. Not that one. On duty. Duty logs. Don't tell me I have not been clocked in. Oh, okay, I was going to say. 48 minutes. No customers, but 48 minutes. I feel like I can put up with that. Okay. All right. Mav, did you make it out? You didn't. This is why you have to be put away. Come here. There you go. Now we're going to go put the truck away and pull that money out of trucking and see how much we got there, because I forgot to do that earlier, but it doesn't matter. Here, we can pull Mav back out now. He can ride with us in the truck, yeah? There you go. There he is. Magically appears in the truck. Fuck yeah. I wonder what happens if you put this thing... I don't want to find out right now. What the fuck did we just hit? Lord of the Taki says, yeah, so I always wanted to eat Takis on vacation, and then 3 weeks after I got my PS5, I got the name Taki's Blue, or Taki is Blue? Taki's Blue. So now I'm named Takis. There you go. So my teenager loves all things Taki, all the flavors. Yeah. I don't really care for any of them, but I will do the cool flavored ones. But I'm old. Us old people don't like that. Give me a plain potato chip. Why is it all gotta have friggin' flavors? I like plain. I like sour cream and onion. I get fancy. I like cheddar and sour cream. Trying to think of the weirdest potato chip flavor I like, and it probably is cheddar and sour cream. I'll try lots of stuff. Like, I'll eat barbecue ones sometimes, but they're not my favorite. My favorite go-to snack would be just regular old Tostitos. The ones that come shaped in the little bowl or whatever, you know what I'm talking about? Along with either some spinach dip or some spinach and artichoke dip. Oh. And of course, cheese balls. Can't forget the cheese balls. Oh, speaking of which, I don't remember when they're coming, but chat, from the squeezethetater.com store, the last time I ordered something, I got me another t-shirt, and I went ahead and ordered a pair of the cheese ball socks, because I want to see what they look like. So we should be getting those. I need to find my order. It probably won't be till next week. But we will get to see what the cheese ball socks look like on stream. I'm excited for that. That'll be cool. If you guys would like to check it out, you can go to squeezethetater.com to get the full selection, or some of the stuff is available in the store tab here on YouTube. Twitch, I need to figure out how to set that up. There's a way to integrate that, and I tried to do it yesterday, and the kids were being extra, and I just put it off. But you can always find it all at squeezethetater.com. 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 Yeah, fuck all that shit. That's old, like when I used to write radio commercials. Yeah, that's the deal. Generally, you've got to say something. That's why you hear TV commercials do it. In order for it to stick in your brain, I've got to say it a minimum of 3 times. If I just say it once, it won't stick. And even then, the only way it'll stick is if you're actually engaged and paying attention. Back in the day, they used to do it with phone numbers on TV commercials. And even that, I mean, that doesn't really stick unless you've got a catchy phone number.
Randy the Next subscribed to the channel.
Appreciate the subscription, brother. Randy the Redneck. That is a fantastic name. Thank you so much for the sub. I've been mulling over how we do our memberships too. I talked about this the other day. Because right now I set a stream goal, yeah, and there's not really any payoff to it other than just thank you. And you guys getting to be members and getting your member perks, like members only shorts, videos. We might do a members only stream soon. I've been kind of debating that one. You get your special emojis, your loyalty badges that, thanks to Jody, are cool as fuck as you grow in your membership. You know, Gaetano just got, what, his 3-month? Yeah. I can't wait to see the 6-month and then the year one. Those are going to be awesome. That truck is still sitting there. I was hoping it would have disappeared. All right, we're going to beat our truck up doing this, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's at least get it off the road for anybody else that's trucking so it's not in their way. Once more on the back. There we go. One more on the front just because. There we go. Now it won't be in anybody's way because everybody either takes the road or cuts through there. There you go, Katana throwing up all the special emotes. Very cool, brother. Very cool. All right, Mav, let's put this thing away. Wrong button. I did that last night while we were doing crime, and Eric gave me so much shit for it, and I don't blame him. We were backing up, and I meant to hit the brakes, and I hit the gas instead. Or no, vice versa. Vice versa is what it was. Anyway, I backed the car hard into the shop because I fat-fingered it. He gave me so much shit. But old people do that. We do that in real life. Running into walls and farmers markets and all that shit. All right, we got 32,000 there. So let's go ahead and pull, well, now that we're here. I don't want to spawn it. I want to take a look at it. All right, it's totally fine. We'll leave it alone. So go back to the bank. Withdraw 32,123. Withdraw. Now we have a grand. In fact, what we're going to do is just delete this one now, since I didn't post a closing. Boop. Okay. All right. That should put us 180. All right, well, we're making progress. We're making a little bit of progress. Good enough for government work. What? Lord of the Talkies Head Squeeze, how do you even become a police officer? Well, it depends on the server. In Redline, there is a whole application process you have to do. And you get vetted. Like this character, Casey, will never be a cop. Well, that's not true. In theory, he could if he got his record expunged and quit being a criminal and blah, blah. Why am I here? I don't need to be here. Yeah, I do. But he's a criminal character. That's what he is. If I wanted to be a cop, I would end up, which at some point I think I would like to. But I would end up having to create a new character. And then you literally apply, and assuming they accept your application, there is this long training process, and that's about all I know. But for the health of the server, I'm not done. I'm not to a point with Casey where I feel like I'm ready for that yet. But I feel like for the health of the server, it would be good to have a cop and a crim character so I could play either. And I will, because a lot of people do that, yeah? It's fun. I mean, at its core, Redline is a cops and robbers game. So, I just, remembering all the procedures and the 10 codes and all of that is daunting to me. But I also think it could be fun to do that too. Might want to check if I got a boost in contracts. Yeah, we can check. I mean, ain't shit I can do about it if there's no cops on. But we could check. Do you? I don't even know, because I have yet to get a contract, probably because I keep forgetting to log in. But yeah, let's go take a look. That's a good idea. I already passed both garages there. Ah, fuck, I didn't make it. Fuck you. Now. Now this car needs a repair again. And I made it worse. This is why I drive the Jeep truck. For everyday shit. Alright, let's go in here. Yeah, no new restocks there. That's not really what I was looking for. What I was looking for... It's 300 grand. Okay. All right. All right. That's what Sophie has, and I don't know what the difference is. 100 horsepower, 130 newton meters of torque. This is the one I have. Oh, no, they're the same. What's the difference in the two? Is that one electric, maybe? No idea. Next time we're around together, we'll have to pull them out and compare the two. That'd be fun. Oh, shit. What happened to Mav? Oh, there he is. Okay. All right, that's a good idea. Let's go check on those contracts, yeah? Luis Primer. So I don't know what to call you on YouTube. I really don't. I like plain potato chips with hot sauce and lime. See, that actually, it depends on the hot sauce, I guess. That actually sounds good to me. You know, being the southern redneck that I am, you give me some Tabasco and lime, that sounds pretty good. Or like when I eat raw oysters off the half shell, I like a little Tabasco, I like a little lemon juice with them, a little horseradish. Sometimes I'll make up my own cocktail sauce, yeah. Sometimes I'll just put a little like hot sauce and usually Crystal's not bad, but usually it's Tabasco and a little lime and slurp that sucker down. Fuck yeah, brother. All right, now I confused myself. Yellow van, green van. Yellow van. Oh. Oh. Oh, they're all D classes. So does that mean a cop is on? No. So how does that work, y'all? Y'all know more about this than I do, and maybe you can't answer because it's meta. That's fine. I'm more talking to myself than anything else. That means I've got to do the contract. Oh, why am I going into business? I might have to ask somebody about this in game. Because we do have contracts, but I can't do them, yeah? So how does that work? Not enough PD on. So it's just going to sit there. Okay, I already know the answer. So it's just going to sit there. And they're going to be there ready for when a cop comes on. Except like this one expires in an hour 17. That's why it's always a good habit, Ben, to just have them on. So when a cop comes on, you got your contracts there and you're ready to go. I have got to get in a better habit of that. I gotcha. Okay. All right. Now we're starting to cook with some gas. I gotcha. Lord of the Takis over on Twitch now. Hello, it's me. Who sang that? Todd Rundgren. Hello. That's not how it goes, though. I hadn't heard that song in so long. Where'd Mav go? I've lost my dog. My dog has disappeared. That put him away. Wherever he was, he just got put away. Okay, does Casey like hiding in bushes? Casey loves bush. Definitely love the bush. Casey has hidden in bushes many times, particularly notably with Macca on a few adventures. Yeah. Casey loves his bushes. In fact, was that the last time we played with Macca? Maybe. Macca hadn't been around in a while. He's got stuff going on in real life. He and I talk a lot. Yeah, I think it was. He and I were out screwing around, and the car ran out of gas, and he ran one way and I ran the other. He got caught and I didn't, partly because all the cops went after him, and then I hid in a bush. Yeah, I like bushes. Valentina's hot sauce. I will check that out. Michael, what are you throwing the vomit face up for? Michael said, my grandma used to say the only people that raw oysters are the ones that used to pick their nose and eat it as a kid. What the fuck? It ain't like boogers. It's more like phlegm. More like when you hawk up a big old loogie and swallow it. That's more like an oyster. Shitty ones. Good oysters. Apalachicola oysters. They almost have a buttery texture and taste to them. They're delicious, brother. Love them. Fuck yeah. I used to, when I was single and had nothing to do, I used to go to an oyster house and I would get oysters on the half shell, right? I'd get a dozen of those and a pitcher of beer, and that was my fucking dinner. And that was fucking fantastic. I would hang out, listen to live music on this open air patio, slurping down my oysters and drinking my beer. Fucking awesome. All right, chat, that's where we're going to leave it today. After I eat my sandwich and drink, so my health is full. So, because my boys have been patient as hell and they let me stream, and thank you both so much. I appreciate it. So now I'm going to go take them out to let them do some stuff and burn some canned energy off. My plan is to do a primetime stream tonight. Plans change, so if it doesn't happen, it's because real life got in the way. But that's my hope, is that we'll do plus my voice is going. What the hell? My plan is to do a primetime stream tonight, so maybe we can get into some crime shit as well. But that's where we're going to leave this one. So let's go see if we can find somebody. I don't know who all might be around, but maybe we'll get lucky. We'll find a couple of people to raid, yeah? Let's see what we can come up with. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Lord of the Talkies, it was great to meet you. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you will come back. That was cool, yeah? Yeah? Michael said, great stream, buddy. See you tomorrow at some point. Yeah. Well, like I say, I'm hoping we'll do one tonight. It's just until the kids get in school, my schedule is fucky as hell. I'm just going to work around it as best I can. Yeah. That's all I know. That's all I know to do. Real life comes first. It has to. All right. I got 2 of you now on Twitch. Let's see what we got. Do we have anybody that we're following on? We do. Canadian Gamers is on. So Twitch, I'm going to send you guys to Canadian Gamers. And I'm going to take a look, but I have a sneaky suspicion that's where we're going on Redline, or on YouTube too, yeah? Let's go see. Live redirect. Indeed, we are going to go see Eddie on both platforms. So y'all spam some potatoes in the chat, say Tater Raid, you know, all the shit. Most importantly, give Eddie a hard friggin' time, because I love Eddie to death, and giving him a hard time is what we do, yeah? All right. Thank y'all all so much. We will, like I say, hopefully we will catch you sometime in prime time on Redline, you know, several hours from now. So appreciate y'all. Love you, mean you. See you next time. Bye-bye.